Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the BradWOTO stream. But first, it's time for...
What's under the orange flannel?
How would you say your mental focus is?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to guess what's under the orange flannel. The other poll's green.
What's under the orange flannel? A single allergy pill. A bag of popcorn kernels. A space marine to interact. A Warhammer figure. Medis. What Greek word is this? A crushed miniature space marine. Imperator. Class. IN. Don't know what that is. The Emperor of Mankind's left nut. Hitler has only got one ball, the other is in the Albert Hall. His mother, the dirty bugger, she cut it off when he was small. She threw it out into an acorn tree. The wind blew it out to sea. The fishes had their dishes, and they had scallops and bollocks for tea. I've heard so many different versions of that, by the way, over the world. Everyone's got a different version of that. How wet? You got it wrong. You got it wrong. A small bit of me almost threw it everywhere just for the sake of it, and then I was like, if you do that, you will hate yourself. A little bump of or gives a little bump. Or can I just get a little bump just to see me through the day, just to take the edge off? A little bump of porridge, mate. Do you mind? Just a little bit, just to see me through the day, you know? Just a little bit, just a little something to see me through, you know what I mean? Just a little bump of porridge, mate. Little bump of porridge to see me through the day, mate. Please, sir. Can I have some more? Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. We're playing Space Marine today, not Star Wars. Palomar Tupac has no power here. And we could have carried on playing Star Wars, but no one was watching it. Oh, it's my fault? So we've had to switch game. Star Wars also is a big open world game that's going to take forever to beat, and it means I can just jump into it whenever I want. So if I've got nothing to play, I'll play it. Now, who remembers game? I've still got my game reward card. I'm not going to show you the number on it, even though it doesn't matter. But I don't trust you. I don't trust you to be able to take that number and somehow still find out where I live, even though this is probably registered to an address that I don't live at and haven't lived at for probably about 20 years. You remember game reward? I found it the other day, my game reward card. I've got itchy feet as well, by the way. And I don't know what that means. I've probably got rabies. It's like, what it is where when the dog was here, I think there was dog hairs. Now this is absolutely insane, okay? But we're going to go down a rabbit hole and I'm going to tell the story like this. I think when the dog was here, dog hairs got into my socks and then those socks were on my feet and they're making my ankles itch. See ya. I think that's what's happening. Okay. So, and it hasn't gone away for a couple of days. And, that's what. Now, let's all say together, Palomar Tupac has no power here. Everyone. Everyone together now. They call him Itchy Ankles, Brad. Somehow we have 30 fucking TikToks that have been submitted, and we watched 50 the other day. And you guys submitted 23 more. I was thinking maybe we'll take a look at them. There was a TikTok I wanted to watch with you all. What was it? I don't even know what this is.
Let's ask Bossman how he slept last night. Yo, Pudgy, how'd you sleep, bro? Let's ask
I wish you could
Bossman
see
how
him,
he
but for
slept.
some reason you can't scroll down on TikTok anymore. Let's watch some more. This first one was submitted by Nixie, and it says, letting the Gen Z colleague write the marketing script. Now, I, for some reason, cannot scroll down on TikTok web at the moment, and it took them about a year to fix the messages thing. So it's probably going to take them a year before they fix it that you can scroll down. Letting the Gen Z colleague write the marketing script. Oh yeah, I've seen this a couple of times. I share blinds.
We hope you've enjoyed your brat girl summer.
Garrel.
Besties.
Chucked a W in there. Chucked a W in there.
We hope you've enjoyed your brat girl summer.
Garrel. Now that's not fair. You say girl if you're Scottish. If you're from London, you say girl. You fucking force a W in there. Go. What is this? I'm pissed off. World.
We hope you've enjoyed your brat girl summer. Besties.
Barely
Are you
standing.
fed up with your fugly blinds? We understood the assignment. Say less. These wooden shutters are giving
Dude,
you
this
light.
guy is the fucking weirdest shape. And I say this as someone who is a weird shape. I know it's just because he's old.
These
His arms are
black
skinny and his
blinds
belly's
are
big, but his
set.
neck is also like at a right angle.
Pop off, Queen. These fabrics are very demure, very mindful. So much riz. Ayrshire Blinds is the goat, and all at affordable prices. No cap. Slay Queen.
Honestly, this is what it's like when Gen Z watch my stream. This one's from Toodle. I mean, terrifying. It looks like when they put old person makeup on someone young. You know when they used to do it to Ant and Dec? I mean, if there was someone tied up there, I wouldn't be surprised as she walks past, you know? You know, as she's going by. Also, 100%, this is Toodle. This is Toodle in 20 years. 100% not her house, yeah. There's 3 corpses upstairs in their beds. It's 3 a.m. It's 2 a.m. She speaks. What did she say? Did she fucking say namaste?
Te amo. Namaste.
She said, Te amo, namaste. I love you. Namaste. What does namaste mean? I hear it every single day when I do breathing exercises and meditation. But actually, what does it mean? Hello? They say hello and goodbye with it, don't they? Now, 100% this is someone who has died and has been resurrected in their own house. This one's from Nixie. Terrifying. I mean, you know, just the fucking simulation. Inventing new animals. What's that? Dude. The simulation inventing new animals. What the fuck, dude? What in the fuck is this? Shit like this is so much scarier to me because it's so understated, you know? If I walked past something on my own at night, I'm just walking home, bro. Right? And I hear that noise, it would be so much scarier to me than if I heard like someone screaming or something. Not that I wouldn't be scary, but like this is horrific. Dude. Way scarier. Bro, that sound is so scary, it's unbelievable. It's got to be the microphone they're using though. I'm obsessed with it. Why is Lady Gaga dressed as one of them?
You are back on stage. You're rehearsing now, aren't you?
I'm rehearsing Henry V at the moment.
Oh my god.
Dressed like the demon that was just on the screen. This one's from my good friend Shazalenko. Is that my brain will be like, oh, you just want to feel absolutely fucking horrendous in every possible way? No problem. Oh, you want to feel good? You are going to have to work so fucking hard for a molecule of serotonin, for a drop of oxytocin. You are going to suffer to get there. Oh, okay, cool. Great. That's the interview with June Brown, though. Icon. I mean, just the most Dylan Quint comment I've ever seen in my entire life. Everything about that comment. The most Dylan. Right, this one's from Sarah.
Shout out to Domino's Pizza. Let's go. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Huh?
This is a shout out to Domino's Pizza.
Is that your wedding ring? Or is this flipped? It's probably flipped.
Let's go. Woohoo! Woohoo!
I see no problem with this because that's just what all my friends would be like if they'd never met me. If my friends had never met me, this is what they'd be like. But I call them out. I openly attack them for being cringe, for being white, for being neurodivergent. And it's the only thing that keeps them from being this way. And I would still love them if they were these people in this TikTok.
This is a shout out to Domino's Pizza. Let's go. Woohoo! Woohoo!
I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's fake. But it's perfect. And I love them. I'd be friends with them. We could play some Warhammer. What's this? I know what that is. That is a space marine. I figured it out, guys. I'm piecing together the lore one segment at a time. One segment at a time, baby. This one's from Newt.
Hey lady, why hast thou turned thy back in bed?
You and your English. You and your girlfriend argue in Old English. Hey, I did what Keir Starmer did, where I read the second line first. Remember when I was trying to explain that to people who don't know how to read out loud because they never have to read out loud because they just work in a fucking cubicle? They've never had to be on stage reading from a teleprompter. They've never had to be in front of a green screen reading from a teleprompter. They've never been on a stream even and streaming to people and reading something in a game and you read the second word, the line word before you read the first word line in the thing. Yeah. What? Are you playing Space Marine? I'm so jealous. And I'm not kidding, Orkish. I just want to explain something to you and I want you to know how you were betrayed. Yesterday I said, guys, what if I played Space Marine? Because no one's watching Star Wars Outlaws anymore. And they were like, I will watch it. And I was like, obviously not you, because you're here. But everyone that's left is no longer here. So we need to play a new game. And if you want to blame me, you can take it up with this. You can take it up with the people that left. I'm only doing that because Orkish is in the room and I got to give him some ammunition. You can take it up with the people. Your arm is so cute, let me kiss it. I will strangle you to death with it and you know I will. So immediately. Dude, what did I say? I was giving Orkish ammunition because he needs it, gave it to him, gave him the ammunition, he still said something and I still got upset about it. The two mentally weakest men on the planet. Completely unable. Gave it to him because I knew that he needs it. I knew that he needs it and then still got upset. I said to chat yesterday, what if I play Space Marine? They said, yeah, play Space Marine, sure, play it, whatever. We don't give a fuck. We're not going to watch it anyway. Your channel's dying. And I went, okay, great. And I said, but what about the thing with it is it's 2 campaigns and one of them's multiplayer. So can you play the multiplayer on your own? No one said anything. I said, can you play it with one other person? They said, yes. You can play it with one other person and an AI. And I said, can you play it alone? And they said, yeah, you can play it alone, idiot. And they didn't answer me the first time, but it was too late because by then I'd already thought about it. And I was like, what if we raise the money for Orkish on his stream tonight? We raise $50 and he buys the game. And then I make him get up early next week and play it with me for a couple days next week. And they went, well, why don't you just get Maya and Leah to do it since they're going to play it on Monday anyway. And so now I'm playing it with Maya and Leah. Now, there was this time not too long ago when Maya and Leah and I were supposed to play a game and I went, hey guys, would you be interested in playing this game? And they said no, and then 1 week later they were playing it with Orkish. I never forgot it. Right, what's this one about? POV, you and your girlfriend argue in Old English.
Hey lady, why hast thou turned thy back in bed? Is thou quarrelling with me? Thou you. For on the break of dawn this morning, thou caused me great upset and tragedy. One cannot comprehend the words that thou hast coming out of their mouth. When dawn did rise, I witnessed my lady in the scullery with a kitchen utensil, peanut butter and marmite, spreading it upon thus toast. Thou should have known that putting peanut butter and marmite on a bagel would have caused such distress. Thou should have done such peanut butter and marmite in secrecy. You disgrace me, my lady. I bid you adieu. I bid you adieu. Does one want to embrace before bed? Perhaps one embrace may be accepted.
This is very funny, but I absolutely cannot stand seeing anything with a happy couple in it. So I would ask you to refrain. Okay, it just pisses me off. If it's longer than 1 second long and my brain has a chance to focus on it, I'm like, you know what, fuck these people. Fuck these people! Fuck them, dude. This one's from Newt. I can't remember what game it was, Orkish.
Love it.
Dead at 61. This one's from Toodle. This upsets me. Is that Ratch's work computer? And when he sent a picture of his work computer, he was watching the stream on his work computer. Look, it's literally Ratch made this. You scroll up in my Retrosphere images. He was watching my stream on his work computer. He works in a fucking veterinary surgery. It's the same fucking thing. What the fuck? Ratch's work account. Now I've lost my place. Where I was. This one's from Sarah.
Alexa,
Coordinated
danke
it,
für das Bier.
I mean, Wolfenstein. Takes so long. Oh, not worth it at all, was it? This guy went to so much effort to make this. Oh my god. What's this chair? What does the chair do? That's just the guy filming's asshole. That's what Wax Stevens' house sounded like 10 minutes after he stopped doing keto and he ate a whole pound of just normal cheese. This one is from Newt.
We built a Nyx
Oh, the
puppet from Star Wars
continuation of
Outlaws, and
Nyx.
today I show you how he got his fur. First,
Is that
I
a
had
happy
to make
couple?
the
What did I fucking tell you, Newt?
pattern. For that, I covered the whole body in tape, cut along the lines where I separated the pattern, and it was already done. All pattern were then traced to a super fluffy fake fur.
All pattern
Cut
were
out,
then traced.
And I spent forever to sew it all together by hand.
Normal cheese.
I did a quick test to check the movement with the fur. The fur was obviously too long, so it needed a little trim. This looks way better.
Foot looks
The
well
rest
scary.
of the body also needed to be trimmed, especially the area where I will later add the scales. For the facial hair, I applied a thick coat of glue and then added pieces of fake fur.
That's what Orkish has to do as well, because he's
For
got no
this
testosterone
project, I
in his
even
body.
worked with electrostatic
Growing
flocking
hair.
for the first time ever. It was so much fun and I love the result. Then his fluffy ear flaps, or should we call them antennas, were added. It was so satisfying to slowly see him coming together, but of course the scales were still missing.
Pretty good, man. He's pretty good. Is that young Venelis?
Yep.
Venelis at 15 years old.
And cheese again. What do you guys have?
Got some Logan Paul meatballs and a Beast Burger.
Yeah, I had the Rizzler's cookie yesterday. It wasn't really all that. At least compared to
All
the Costco
food is
guy's
made by
pizza. And
influencers.
that was something else.
I'm just drinking water.
What are you talking about? Water? Oh, you mean Mr. Beast's natural liquid, right? I heard that stuff's expensive, though. I wouldn't go for it. I just drink Prime, you know? Yeah, my brother was just born. He's eating Mr. Beast baby food. It's laced with Prime, but I think it's good for them.
I'm like, the thing is, here's the thing. Listen. You know I'm pro AI. I'm pro corporate takeover, and I'm pro dystopian corporate future. I honestly think we should just get rid of the government because they're just muddying the water at this point, and we should just straight up hand over the government either to an AI or to Mr. Beast, the world government. And I think, because here's the thing, I think if corporations take over and just slap ads on everything, it will actually bring the price down. And we might as well just give in. It's either that or full-blown anarchy. It's one or the other for me. Because at this point we've already lost, so we're just... I hate being in the death throes. The death throes is fucking annoying at this point. Everything costs too much. Everyone's arguing against everyone about everything. Oh, Mr. Beast made this. Oh, KSI has done that. Logan Paul's done this thing. Fuck it. Let them win. At least if we just let them win, the price will come down on everything. Yeah? Because every corporation will be running everything ever. No one will have a monopoly. It will just be chaos. But they'll all be fighting with each other, and the price will come down because everything will be made with the cheapest possible ingredients. And we'll finally be able to just afford a salad. And yeah, the salad is going to be Mr. Beast's sugar cucumber. Mr. Beast's sugar cucumber. But at least you'll be able to afford it. It's either that or full on Terminator Uprising fucking AI apocalypse. Where we're like headband. There's no fucking, no one's on a computer and there is no banking. There's no money. The world's over and we just got ray guns and shit. And it's us against corporate America. Pick one, because the death throes is fucking winding me up. I can't afford food. Being in the death throes, and these death throes are going to last for like 100 years. So it's just the rest of our lives. It's so annoying. We've been born at the worst possible time, I think. We die from a corn attack. Yeah, if I lived in America. You'll die. Even the salad will be less recorded if I lived in America. No one grows corn in this fucking country. There isn't any. We can't grow it in Europe. It doesn't exist. Whatever corporate equivalent of European corporate equivalent food processing plant exists is what would be in it. I'll be fine. Or I'll just move to fucking Hong Kong. This one's from Nixie. Is that Protopod? I mean, white people shared this. White people over 50 shared this on Facebook, found it so funny. Nixie, the funniest thing for white people on Facebook, still sharing things on their Facebook walls. Sit this in between two racist comments on Facebook and you found out where Nixie got it from. White women found this hilarious. Toodle's pissing herself. It's a GoPro ad. Also from Nixie. Another boomer.
Up here, a £2 coin.
Doing magic. A 1 minute 21 second fucking old man doing magic. This better be good, Nixie, or you're banned. Christ. Oh, by the way, hey, do you know if Brad likes magic? Oh, he fucking hates magic? Really? Has he ever mentioned that on stream? A couple of times, but not that much. But he really hates it? Like, hates it so much? Oh, okay. Why? It's something to do with his weird control issues and he doesn't understand how it works and that winds him up because he usually is able to kind of figure things out for himself eventually. Even if it takes him a little while, he will eventually get there with just about everything apart from, for some reason, magic. And he absolutely fucking hates it in the bottom of his soul. So he just finds it kind of cringe as well. And all of those things combined wind him up and make him hate magic, and he's always hated it since the first fucking moment he opened his eyes as a child till this morning and continuing. Huh. I fucking hate magic. I hate it. I remember once when, and it was really, me and Emma were on like her first date or something like that. And one of her friends showed me a magic trick and I had to pretend to like it, and it was so painful.
Up here, a £2 coin. Nothing special, except I can make it float.
I mean, this guy's fucking adorable and I want to cry.
I say the magic word, abracadabra.
Dave, if he'd never
Pull
married
out
his
the
wife.
wand, and it stays there. What's more, nothing in front, underneath. Abracadabra, and it starts to rise. I can even spin it. There it goes. Keep going. Keep going.
I mean, he's got to have a machine underneath here, right?
Don't run out of magic. Keep going. Keep going. Go on.
Ever since his dad did it. You said did. You combined dad and did.
Up must come down. And as the magic wears off, so the coin comes back down again. Once again, nothing there. And there's the coin, both sides. And that's magic.
Turn the machine off. The old man was adorable, and I'll let Nixie live. But if you ever share a magic TikTok with me ever again, you know, I swear to God, I can handle magic when it's like the endurance ones. Some of the stuff David Blaine does, even though it's stupid, and Darren Brown. Is that illusion? What is that? Enchantment. This one's from Guru Nanak.
Today my boss...
Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sick of people screaming that at the beginning of TikToks. You winding me up, bruv. Do you ever met a roadman, bruv? Nah, bruv, don't bring that magic down here, bruv.
Today my boss asked me what my 5-year plan is, and I didn't know how to tell him that I wake up every morning, assess what the vibes are, and then choose one of my 6 personalities to tackle the day. Like, brother, I'm living hour to hour. Do you really think I have, of all people, have a 5-year plan? Like an hour ago, I said I'm skipping lunch and going straight to dinner. An hour later, I went and got lunch. In another hour, I'm deciding whether or not I go to Crumble or go get 5 slices of cake. Like, I am not living 5 years to 5 years. I'm living hour to hour, 2 hours at max if it's a special day. You know, if one of my 6 personalities wants to do that. But 5 year, what?
Yeah. Everything is pain. This is Toodle. Well, this is from Toodle. This isn't actually Toodle. It might be.
To find that the process of trial and error involves error.
Correct. You could also just try the process of error and error, which is pretty much my entire life. And you can never go back. It's fucking brutal. Approaching 40, can't go back apparently. Oh, you can't, there's no do-overs or anything? You sort of see all of the mistakes you've made and fucked everything up just critically, and there's just no way of undoing it, and that's it. You've wasted your entire life. Even if you're able to recover some of it back from now, you've wasted 40 years of it. If you're lucky, you've got another 10, maybe 20. Yeah, ain't no way you're getting 30 after what you did. And you okay. Great. Error and error.
If we date, just know that I'm a psychopath.
Okay.
But I'll never hurt you.
Okay.
I'll never lay a hand on you.
You mean physically?
But if you can't accept that I'm a psychopath because of my pain, then you'll probably break up with me.
Correct.
I know I know for a fact that's why all of my relationships have ended.
Yeah.
Well, plus I didn't have good communication skills when I was younger.
Doesn't help, yeah.
So if you don't have good communication skills, you can get tense when there's a disagreement. Yeah. And when you get tense, you're in more pain. And when you're in more pain, you turn into a psychopath.
Why have you got a mirror in your bathtub? And why have you got a bathtub in your bedroom? And why is your wall painted matte black, but not all the way to the ceiling?
Believe me, I do literally every single thing possible not to become a psychopath. But I am one, for sure.
Yeah, we know. You didn't need to say a fucking word. You could have just posted this as a JPEG and we'd know.
That will never change. And if you can't accept that, then we will not work out. So there's no point of even, you know, getting into a relationship with me.
Okay. Got it.
And you also have to realize that your parents, your family members, everyone in your family is going to have to accept that I'm a psychopath too.
Okay.
Not just you. I mean, they may not like it, but you might have to remind them that there's nothing I can do about it.
Maya! This is straight up Maya. Straight up, this is Maya if he just stopped masking. And just admitted everything that he was as a person. If he just fucking let down the mask, let us in, and admitted his truth. This is what you'd get. Hi Jaeger, a different type of psychopath, but he is here. Thank you for the 50 months. 50, I'm winning somehow. It's true, you are. Thank you. I'll let you have that. Oh, that was the end. I mean, reader. Just the scariest people in the world. This one's from Nanak. You're dealing with any minor obstacle in life. Yeah, 2 days. 2 days of this. 2 days of suffering for the tiniest little nothing that happened at all. This one is from Guru Nanak as well.
Okay, small bite, okay? Small. Yo, that's a big bite. Small bite. Small, Papa, like that. Tiny.
My Labrador would eat like that. Somehow she would just go, and then the second bite in would somehow tractor beam the food all the way into her mouth, no matter how much food there was. She could also do it with water, and then she would throw all of that water up. And she would just, it was horrendous every time she did it. She would come, she'd think she was thirsty. I feel like she had Prader-Willi syndrome, the funniest sounding syndrome, but Prader-Willi syndrome is where you don't feel hungry, I think, right? Is that one? She would drink water thinking she was thirsty, but she would drink all of it, like a bucket of water. The whole thing. And then she would just turn around and go, oh, and her mouth would open and just a fountain of water would come back out. It didn't matter where it was. It'd be inside, outside, carpet, no carpet. Fucking insane. Dogs have a tractor beam if they're big enough in their mouth that they can suck up any food with. Some toodle. Me, the only time I've ever skateboarded in my life. The only time I've ever skateboarded. I don't have very good ears, so my balance isn't amazing, and I've also got a completely destroyed knee, so can't skateboard, the worst. Gonna be a pun. Oh. I mean, beggars can't be choosers. This one's from Toodle. Can you give my daughter a trombone? The person laughing is the only reason Toodle found this funny.
This is fucking insane. Oh my god.
The only reason she found it funny was because of the person laughing, and the sound of a wheezing laugh is Toodle's #1 funniest thing in the world to her. I mean, I thought that was a woman. The reveal here of the beard was mind-blowing to me. Look at those fucking eyelashes. The beard is a crazy reveal here. That was shocking for me. Truly. Then the last one here is from Guru Nanak. The old gender reveal party. Oh, dude, if that had gone on one more second, I would have started crying. think I'm joking. Dude, I'm not over my dog's death. It's been over a year. I don't think I'm ever getting over it, am I? Alright. Had to do something to regulate back to a boy. My eye hurts so badly today. My eye swelled up again overnight. It hurts so much. Love it. Love waking up with only one eyeball, by the way. I just play the man who sold the world and feel like... And I claim that my name is Big Boss. Every day. I have to sit there and wait for it to become usable again. But every time I close this eye or blink, it aches. Love it. Just really love my life at the moment. Honestly, zero complaints. Nothing going wrong at all. Still fighting tears, yeah. Pretending so much this. Yeah, I've got this like fucking... Because the thing is, I've got this like swollen eye. You know what I mean? Because like basically I've had this allergy for a bit. So I've got this like swollen eye. And it's just swelling on the eye from an allergy, basically. That's all. Do you happen to have any stretchy athletic wraps? Perhaps you can jury rig an ice pack. Okay, you know the answer to the first question. Do you think I have anything in this house? Second of all, it's actually a warm compress that I need, not a cold compress. And I wake up in the morning sometimes and what I do is... Alright, do you want the truth? I don't know if I want to admit the truth with Toodle here. What I do sometimes is I take off the shirt I was wearing, right? Either to sleep in or maybe a lot of the time whatever shirt I'm wearing that day, I just fall asleep in it and then wake up and take it off. I don't know if that's fucking disgusting or not, but it's just what I do. When you reveal something and then I give myself pink eye basically. I take that off and then I just run it under a hot tap in the morning. It's the first thing I've been doing. And then I put it on my eyeball and go and sit in the window. Even though it's been a bit cold lately, so I haven't done it as many times. But I just put the hot t-shirt on my eye. And then that brings the swelling down of my eye. My uncle in Manchester went, "You wear shirts to bed?" Alright, first of all, I'm not taking any criticism from you, Dovus. If there's one person in this chat room who absolutely does not have a leg to stand on when it comes to criticizing always punching up, you know? What do you mean you wear shirts to bed? Why can't I do that? That's exactly what I do, yeah. Shirt and no pants. Maya is attempting to kill you with that emote, yeah. Maya has no concept of what's going on because Maya is a psychopath. Shirts and socks, no pants or underwear, yeah. That's how girls go to bed sometimes, huh? They do that thing where they put on that really long shirt. It's like 4 times too long. The Donald Duck fit. Yeah, I mean, I don't always. If it's hot, I don't wear a shirt. If it's cold, I'll definitely wear a shirt. My opinion of it is that the bed is going to get rancid. I'd rather have a shirt soak up night sweat and then immediately wash that shirt in the morning. Unless it's a nice shirt. If it's like a new shirt or a good shirt, I probably won't wear it to bed. Unless I literally just like fall asleep, but it pretty rarely happens that I'm just like, and then fall asleep. But I'll wear like old shirts to bed sometimes. And sometimes I don't wear a shirt. Sometimes I do. It doesn't really matter to me. I would suffocate. Okay, yeah, but that's because you're extremely neurodivergent. You probably have to have the right texture as well, don't you? Full Winnie the Pooh. Just a shirt, nothing else. I could do that. That'd be fine by me. To be honest, I can sleep in almost anything. It's not so much about the comfort of what I'm... I mean, I'd probably struggle to fall asleep in a three-piece suit. I slept once in jeans and it's just the worst. Jeans is the worst thing you could ever sleep in. But it's more... For me, it's more about the temperature that will affect whether I sleep or not. I live in Texas, so... Oh, do I live in Texas, Dovers? Sorry, I didn't realize I fucking lived in Texas. Oh, guys, hang on a minute. Oh, silly me. This whole time. I had no idea I lived in Texas. You can tell from my accent. Is anyone else sick of Americans at this point? They have no concept that other places in the world, and it's not even just like Americans from America, it's the part of America they're from. They have no fucking concept there's other places at all. Brain dead. Absolutely fucking brain dead, Dovers, at this point. Oh, dude. Christ. Well, if you guys had won the Revolutionary War, we wouldn't be in this situation. We did win it. We just chose to leave. Try again. There's a big difference between what you think happened and what actually happened. The bullshit indoctrination you get taught in school, and then the truth of the actual history of the planet. You chose to lose. You got discarded. Like an old dish rag. You got discarded just like you did by your parents, Matthew. Absolutely left behind. Try to make out like it's this big deal, Americans. Yeah, we chose to leave home at 16, Mom. Crying so hard, dude. Oh, dude. Abandoned, crying in the street, pretending so much that you weren't doing the fucking Hulk theme at the end of the fucking thing. Dude, I told you I'm pissed off with Americans today, and you can blame Dovers. You can blame Dovers. Not having it. Not having it. If you type /FF in League of Legends, are you losing or choosing the leave? What a fine day to not be American. What a beautiful day it is to not be American. Alright, we're going to play Space Marine now. We're going to play Place Marine now. I don't know anything about this game. But the only things I've seen about it are a couple of random things on TikTok. I couldn't even tell you what it was, what I was even looking at. And that's it. I've not seen anyone play it. I haven't watched any of the other streamers play it. Well, I have to go. Thank God. Can you take Dovus with you? I'm going to play this game someday when you buy it for me. I mean, never going to play it then, are you? You might as well stay. Months ago, absolutely months ago, when I said, it was about 12 months ago, maybe about 15 months ago, I said, shall we play Black Myth Wukong, Space Marine, or Star Wars? Do you remember? Why are you giving me money? Don't like Americans, do you? Crazy mixed up pup. We're all here for it. Of course, now that you're playing it, I have to put the burners on. Yeah, that's the rule saying. Crazy mixed up pup. And Twitch added a gift sub in there as well. What's this they're doing? Oh, bonus gift subs. Right now we'll add 1 gift sub for every 5 gift subs. Oh, for fuck's sake. We're going to have to do something on Sunday. The old British patriotism kicked in. You know what? We do it very rarely here. I care about Britain about as much as I care about America. There isn't a single nation on this planet that I actually prefer over any other one apart from Poland. Poland number 1. That's about it. The intro sub. Well, this is the thing. You know what I don't need is another intro for this game. In fact, Greg. He can hear me, I think. Greg? Oh, fuck me. Are you okay? Shit, call an ambulance. He's fucking old as shit, dude. Greg, make me an intro for this game. Because I need another one. I'll take 2 more. Someone else edit one for me and put it in the Discord. Because last night this is going to be a hard story to tell. I did the Donald Trump suck in through my teeth thing again, and I have to stop doing it because I am going to slowly transform into him. I made an intro. I actually sat there yesterday slaving away over some other edits, which you may or may not see in the coming days on Table Story. I would keep an eye on Table Story for the next few days if I were you, chat. I think you might, if you're interested in anything. Keep an eye on Table Story. There's some shit popping off on Table Story. Tune in tonight for the Shill Show. Definitely. It's the last ever Shill Show. Why, Brad? We're shutting the channel down. Literally got to the point where we were like, we have to shut down the channel. And then we came up with something else. So tune in to the last Shill Show tonight. And I was editing all day yesterday. Basically, I woke up yesterday morning. The thing that I had been editing the day before, I haven't stopped fucking working for 2 weeks now, and I'm fucking knackered. But the thing that I was editing the day before, Premiere crashed on me, and I lost a bunch of the thing. 8 p.m. 3 Eastern. The thing I was editing, I lost, and I had to basically restart the edit again from the beginning. Essentially. Which is the worst feeling. Anyone who's ever opened Premiere knows exactly how that feels. It's one of the worst fucking pains ever. So I had to fucking re-edit this thing yesterday morning. And I did a good chunk of it yesterday morning, because it was pretty much done. Then I did my stream. Already knackered by the time I started my stream. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. And then the end of the stream came. I ate some food, and then I got back and I edited the more things, and I finished all these edits off, sat there and just like polished them off basically, and did a bunch of things. Then I was sat there just exhausted, and I was like, oh fuck, I got a new game to play tomorrow. I need to edit an intro for it. And so I sat here and was like, okay, let me come up with a cool original concept for an intro. And I sat and edited a whole intro. And at the end of the intro, I was watching it back just to check that it, had exported correctly. And I was watching the whole thing back. And I was like watching it like, why am I getting this like weird sense like I've done this before? And I'm sitting there thinking like, I feel like have I played this game? No, obviously not. Did I play the first one? I haven't played any Space Marine games. I'm like racking my brain to try and think of the Warhammer games I've played. I was like, I guess I played like Vermintide and stuff, but I don't think I made intros for them because we just played them like once. And there was like another Space Marine game that came out that I never played, and then another one that came out that I never played. And I'm trying to think like, why do I remember watching this intro? And just as I was about to give up chasing this thread of a thought down the rabbit hole, I remembered that absolutely ages ago when I was like, let's play Space Marine, or let's play Black Myth Wukong, or let's play Star Wars Outlaws. for some reason, and I don't know why he did it, Ratch just sent me a fully edited intro for Space Marine 2. And I was like, I'm not playing it though. And he was like, yeah, I did it anyway because I'm unemployed or something. I don't know why he does these things or how he has this much time. There's a wife and a new house that he just bought. And he fucking made this intro for me. Greg has also made me an intro. And I was sitting there and I was like, fucking Christ. I have an intro for this game. I don't need to make one. So now I have 2 intros for this game. Luckily, the game has 2 campaign modes. So, we've got an intro for each. It's the shortest game of all time. It's like 2 streams. And I have 2 full intros for it. So for the main campaign, because we're playing the single player, and I edited this all by myself, we're going to have my intro. And on Monday, we're playing the co-op campaign with Maya and Leah. And my friend Ratrosphere edited me an intro for it. And I just want you to know something, because you're not going to see it today, because I've got to keep you coming back for something. But I want you to tune in on Monday for Monday's intro, right? For the co-op campaign. I know I'm not going to finish the solo campaign today. We're going to have to split it up, but because I know someone's typing it. I just want you to understand how fucking similar they are. It's like, it's not even like I come up with something interesting and unique. I just fucking made Ratch's intro again. Completely through my subconscious. In my, just beyond dead. I edited this at like 10 PM last night. I was so tired. At the same intro. So without further ado, I introduce to you intro 1 of 3. Because Greg also made me an intro just then. For the next game that we're going to be playing on the channel here today, Warhammer 400,000 Space Marines 2.
Are falling, brothers still stand strong. With armor like a mountain, I'm a force you can't deny. Through the fire and the warmth, I'll rise into the sky. Steel in my veins, no fear in my eyes. Facing the dark as empires collide. Midnight Space Marine. With the stars as my battleground, I'll rise again, I'll never back down.
It's time to play Big Man Space Marine 2. Big gun, big shooting, big dick. It's funny because the version that I sent to Ratch and Greg last night had the auto subtitled part for that, and I can't remember what it said, but it wasn't big gun, big shooting, big dick. It says something else. And I didn't even notice it until this morning when I watched it back. And it said, it didn't say big gun, big shooting, big dick. I was like, oh, it says they run, they shoot, they, I don't know, live or something. Risk of seizure. A small percentage of people may experience seizures when exposed to certain lights, patterns, or... Well, now I don't know. Here we go, baby. I made that in about half an hour last night, whereas Ratch spent probably about 2 weeks working on his edit. All for nothing. So the crippling guilt I felt. And then I was like, well, luckily I can just use that for the other thing, you know. I remember why he didn't use it himself. Okay, here we are in Warhammer 4000 Space Marine Part 2. I don't need to know what happened in the first one, do I? Should I watch a YouTube short on what happened in Space Marine 1 just to get an idea, or not bother? I had to make the subtitles by hand because I edit in Blender. Alright, well, you should have just... That's disgusting. And I hate that you did that. Okay, watch something. Alright, we're going to watch a YouTube short. Quick recap, Space Marine 1. Story recap, 10 minutes long. Story of Warhammer 40k in 3 minutes or less. That's not possible. That's 20 minutes long. There isn't a short version. Crack. "15 minutes long. That says Space Marine 1 and 2 though.
Hi friends, with the new Space Marine game on the horizon, I'd figured it would be fun to go over the events of the first game, as well as some other things in order to prepare for the long-awaited...
So here's the thing. I'm not bothered about, like... I don't... Look. Whenever I say look, I realise immediately that I am Joe Biden. I don't know anything about Space Marine. 40k. I know random things about 40k. I know a few random things just from being alive. I know a few random things because we ran a 40k show on Table Story that was run by Sheepdog. And I ran the production for that, so in doing so I needed to like ask him loads of questions about 40k, which, you know, is just the most insane thing to ask someone who knows everything about 40k lore to tell you something about 40k is just the craziest choice you could ever make, because I think it might be the deepest, most expansive lore in existence, in fiction, right? I'm just gonna exit the game for a second because we're gonna watch this video. Now, I wasn't sure if we, you know, what we were doing here. And I've also just seen random shit on TikTok. Especially, and like literally recently, I saw some random stuff. I don't know if any of it has anything to do with this game or not, but like random TikToks would come up and be like, let me tell you about the blah 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 in the blah 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 in the 40k universe. Blah 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 is blah blah blah's son, but sons aren't sons in the sun in 40k because blah 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 blah, some bullshit blah blah blah. And I didn't understand any of it. But I know like random stuff. But I literally, because there's so much lore, and Warhammer people are like Star Wars people in that they just, if you don't know absolutely every single molecule of lore out there, you don't know enough lore to be able to speak to them. That's what the lore keepers of Warhammer are like. when you factor in how much there actually is, and also the type of people who claim that they know about Warhammer, the way that what they mean is they really genuinely know everything there is. They're like Wikipedia. I know nothing, right? But I do think it's cool. Everything I see about Warhammer 40k, I like. There's just so much of it, and everyone has a different place that they think you should start. Well, if you're going to start learning, you should start with Horus Heresy, and then someone else is like, no, you shouldn't. You should start with this book. No, you shouldn't. You should start with this game. Everyone has a different opinion on it, and it already becomes the most annoying thing. I don't know where to start. I don't even want to start because it's too much, and I'm too old. I'm too old. I had to start learning this when I was 15, and I didn't. And that's it. That's the end of it. You can never catch up. There's too much. But everything I do see about it, I like. But I don't know anything about it. And that is my starting point for this game, for you. For you in the chat room, for you watching this, to understand where I'm coming from when it comes to Warhammer 40k, because I know that people who like Warhammer 40k have to know that. They have to know that. Now, if Lux could condense that into a single sentence for the 50,000 people that are about to ask me that over the next few days while we play this game, that'd be great.
Sequel. But before we actually start, it should be noted that
I did consider playing Space Marine 1. I still might, if I really, really enjoy this game and I just don't know what else to do with myself, and we just play Space Marine 1 after this. I do own it. But it came out in 2001 or something. I don't care. Too old. It came out over 10 years ago, which means I don't want to play it really until I get addicted to it.
it's a bit contentious that the lore of the game is actually canon with the quote-unquote real 40k lore, since some things do contradict the actual lore.
Already, couldn't even get into the video. 21 seconds in before he was already pissed off. Couldn't even get 21 seconds in without being so unbelievably beyond pissed off that it wasn't lore accurate. This is the problem with Warhammer fucking 40k people. This is the problem with Warhammer 40k people. You can't get a fucking straight answer out of any of them. It's one of the hardest fucking things to ever learn. And it's not even like the usual fandom stuff of like gatekeeping, you know? Like some people are so gatekeepy about their fandoms and some people are not. Some like Final Fantasy, the least gatekeepy people, the least gatekept fandom ever, you know? 40k, not only is it gatekept massively, but you can't get a straight answer out of any of them. You just like, what? So look, just if you were to sum it up, and I know it's not as simple as this, and I know that this is a difficult question to ask, but if you were to sum up kind of the general idea of like what Space Marines are and what's going on in the 40k universe, they won't get, it'll take them 20 minutes to even begin to answer that because they're already getting pissed off with everything around them. They just immediately have to get so angry at everything happening around them first. The worst people ever. Warhammer 40k fans.
Noted that it's a bit contentious that the lore of the game is actually canon with the quote-unquote real 40k lore, since some things do
can't even begin the video.
However, the game's really fun, so who really cares that much?
Yeah.
Plus, the biggest lore crime is how weak they made the plasma pistol and bolter feel.
I don't know what you're saying.
But you know what?
So can't do, just can't fucking tell you. We asked him 29 seconds ago what happened in Space Marine 1. They can't do it. Every single one of them. Every 40k fan. This is what it's like talking to him. It's fucking excruciating. Pulling teeth, dude.
For 13 years, let's revisit the events of the first Space Marine game and get hyped for the sequel. The events of the game are known as the Grimskull War, and it was a massive orc invasion of the Forge World of Graia. If you don't know, Forge Worlds are basically just entire planets dedicated to manufacturing weapons, equipment, or whatever the Imperium
It's just so dope. I do love everything. Whenever I see any lore about 40k, I love it. I love everything. The whole thing. The hive world shit, all that shit. I love it.
Need.
It
Graia
is
is
cool.
a prolific forge world in the Segmentum Tempestus that primarily manufactured weapons. Notably, it has some Titan manufactorums. Another notable thing about
I don't know what that
Graia
means.
that I need to add before getting into the events of the game is that a little fella named Inquisitor Drogon these nuts, am I right? came to the world in order to work on a weapon called the Psychic Scourge. This handy little device was able to target specific species by tracking their warp signatures, and then it would blast their organs like a Nacho Bel Grande.
Jesus.
In his testing, Drogon was able to get the device to work on many Xeno species, including the Orcs, Tau, Tyranids, and a few others.
By the way, Tau are my favorite. Huh? Yeah, I said it. They're the only ones I want to paint. I don't know. I would never probably play the game. Cut to me in 15 years. I mean, I'm a divorced dad of none. But if I would play Tau. Now, why? Just I like the way they look. I don't know anything about them. They're meant to, aren't they like, are they the communists? They're like straight up. I know there is no good guys, but they're like bad guys. Those are the ones that I want to paint. I don't want to paint Space Marines. The only thing I've ever painted is a group of Space Marines. Someone told me what they were. I just painted them black and white. Black with white shoulder pads, and I can't remember what that's called. Someone told me last week. But what I want to paint is Tau. What I don't care about, the Black Templars. What I don't give a fuck about is the Orcs. Everyone loves the Orcs. They love the war thing. They love the warp thing. I hate it. I think it's cringe. Now, will my opinion probably change by the end of this game? Yes. Are there even Orcs in this game? No idea. We'll find out.
During the device's development,
I think it's Tyranids in this game. And the only thing I know about the Tyranids... This is, by the way, what we're doing right... I know this is annoying you all, because you're all like, why does he keep pausing the video? Why isn't he playing the game yet? Why didn't he shut up? This is how I'm playing this game. What do you mean, bro? I actually kind of want to play the game. I'm going to try and play the game this way. I might get carried away. But I actually kind of want to play the game where I pause it and I go, what the fuck is that? And then you tell me. You know what I mean? Like, because I've seen shots of this game, and all I've ever seen when I see like random bits of this game is I want to pause it and go, what the fuck is that? But I don't always have chat near me. Sometimes in real life, I'll just be laying on my fucking sofa, nothing but a t-shirt on, like I'm laying in bed with nothing but a t-shirt on, even no pants, and I watch a thing and I pause something and I go, what is that? And I look over as if to ask someone in chat, because I know one of you will want to tell me, and you're not there. And I just have to live in a world where I don't know what that is. And that's kind of how I want to play this game, because I've seen quite a few things about this game. But I didn't have I had no context for it. But I think, so the thing that I know about the Tyranids is that there is just an unfathomable amount of them. And they're basically the Zerg, but there's just like the amount of them is insane. I saw a thing that showed me how many Zerg there are, and it's the amount, their biggest fleet is the size of the Milky Way. And I was like, that's unbelievable. And also what they do is they just eat everything and turn it into more Tyranid. So they're trying to kill everything organic, which is why, and now it makes sense to me, this fucking game that we ran on Table Story with Sheepdog, where he was saying that the planet is getting blown up, and they got that basically the only way to stop these Tyranids is they have to destroy the entire planet and like burn it to ash so that there is no organic matter so that they can eat it. And I thought I was so fucking cool when I came up with that concept with Aaron Black for Oracle's Rest, because that's what the Warforged are doing in our campaign that we play, our D&D campaign, and it turns out it was done before every time. You will never ever come up with anything original. You can come up with the most original story ever, and it just is, oh, it's in 40k, great. So that's what I know about the Tyranids, and I think that they're pretty interesting. A kind of a Simpsons did it situation, yeah. So one of the ways that I want to play this game, and we'll see how annoying this, honestly, it will come down to how annoying you are about it. Because usually when I play games like this, and I want to learn stuff about it, you lot ruin it. You lot completely ruin it, one way or another. Yeah, so I'm probably going to pause every now and then and just say stuff, because I do find the lore really interesting, but I don't really honestly want to sit and just like really learn it or play the game or, you know, really sink any time into it, because I'm too busy. B, there's so much of it that I genuinely and honestly believe that you have to start at 15. And if you didn't, you'll never learn it in time, because you'll die. You'll die at the ripe old age of 110, and you've learned 10% of it if you don't start at 15 years old. But I do really like it. I actually find it very interesting, and I think it has the potential. I think it's one of the better sci-fi settings. So this is kind of how I want to play it. So if this is annoying to you and you're just like desperate and fucking foaming at the mouth for me to play the game, I would leave right now and go and find someone else.
Grimskull invaded Graia with the massive orc. Wah! Grimskull was after a large amount of weapons, Daka, that the planet produced.
This is why I hate the orcs. Everyone that does this, I just think it's the most cringe thing ever. Now, will my opinion change, and will I be screaming war and Daka and stuff eventually? Absolutely, I will. But right now, as someone who doesn't know anything about 40k, I get to just be the kid at the back of class, sitting with the hot girls, who plays football, who thinks you're a fucking loser because you just said war. Let me have this for the 10 minutes before I become a 40k loser like the rest of you, and start painting orcs and learning everything about it and becoming obsessed. We're here. This is it. This is day one of it. You're at day one. You're watching me right now. It's all over for me. There's no way this isn't going to take over my life for at least a month. So,
such weapon being the Titan Invictus. Upon arrival, instead of destroying the orbital
I really like the
defense
mechs
guns
in
and
this as well.
manufactorums like orcs usually do, Grimskull's boys prioritized capturing these assets, demonstrating that Grimskull was no dim skull. You see, Grimskull was smarter
was
than the
in the
average orc
game?
with a above-average noggin in that.
oh, it's Space Marine 1
Grimskull
against orcs, and this
in
one's
response
against
to
Tyranids.
Grimskull's "Wah!" Graia sent out a distress call to Imperial forces, and since the world was so important, many answered, including the famed Ultramarines.
Midlife crisis.
However, the first to heed the call was the
Fully.
Acadian 203rd. Since the orcs had control of the orbital defense systems, only one guard unit was able to make it
I wanna
planetside,
paint them.
and they were left without reinforcements. Without support, their
I will
numbers were
paint them.
thin as the battle waged on. Of the casualties was a guard colonel, leaving only 2nd Lieutenant Mira to take command of the 203rd. Luckily for the Acadians, the greatest dukes
Now,
in the entire world.
This is Space Marine 1, and this was in the game. I thought but these aren't Space Marines. These are Imperiums, which are just about as close to just normal humans, right? I know that because that's kind of the only character I played. I played a sort of a character, a side character thing that was an Imperial Guard captain or something like that. So I got a little backstory on that. I quite like those as well, but I mean, for me, I'm a big fan of... I do love these settings where you have these big, strong, fucking super serum humans and like Necron fucking weird fell creatures and undead shit and Tyranids. But then you just have a couple of blokes. Just guys show up. And they just get to be guys. And anytime you hear a story about the Imperial Guard just like holding a fucking tower or whatever, that's my shit. I just love it. I love the underdog story. As long as you're not Batman.
World, the Ultramarines
Here we
arrived
go.
not too long after.
And what's the
Even
difference
better,
between an
they were led by
Ultramarine
a
and a
named
Space Marine?
Ultramarine, Captain Demetrian Titus of the 2nd Company. I bet you didn't know his first name was Demetrian.
Space Marines are just generally what they call all of them, and the Ultramarines are the blue ones.
Did ya? Titus made planetfall with his homies Sergeant Sidonus and infamous wet blanket
Knights,
loser Leandros.
Knights,
Their
Knights
Thunderhawk
of
was damaged on the way
Sidonius.
down, but luckily for them, Titus
Good
played the
shit.
ancient simulation Halo 3, and he knew about Master Chief's orbital jump. He said, "Yeah, that was pretty badass. Let's do
They
it."
start the game
three
with
got
just
jump packs and
Halo.
jumped to the surface,
The
leading
Halo
to an
jump.
awesome opening scene. Lamo Leandros, of course, objected. Titus coincidentally landed on Grimskull's personal ship, and he single-handedly took it down by turning its own AA guns on itself. Stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. Shortly upon landing, or should I say crashing, Titus met up with Leandros, and Leandros had a little whiny bitch fit because he got a boo-boo from the little jump pack stunt. Captain Titus, the Codex Extaris reprimands blindly jumping out of an airplane with
This feels like it needs context.
jump pack. And for good reason, too. I got an ouchie. Why would you make me do such a thing? Leandros, we did it because it was fucking rad. You should really try growing a pair, dude. Eventually, Titus and Lame Andros rendezvous with Sidonus and discover Lieutenant Mira's remnant guard force. Due to her leadership, the few hundred guardsmen were able to hold back the millions of orcs for about 2 weeks without any reinforcements.
I did a which Space Marine are you? What did I get, Ratch? Salamanders. Where was it? God, it was so long ago, I'm never going to find it. Also, I know that the salamanders are about as close as you get to good guys, so that makes me a good person inside. Apparently. Salamanders are the pussies, right? I don't know where it is. I like the salamanders. I like the ones that are basically Vikings. I like the ones that just literally don't give a fuck and will kill utterly anyone to get at what they want. Although I can't remember what they're called either. That might be the black and white ones that I painted before.
After Mira explained her situation, Titus and friends went to retake the orbital defense cannon so that the reinforcements could once again aid the withering Imperials. After cutting through a swath of orcs, the Blue Bessies retook the orbital gun, and by retake, I mean blew it to high heaven with some melted charges. This allowed some more Imperial reinforcements to make their way planetside. Afterwards, the Marines
So
planned
Space
to liberate
Marines
any
are on the
surviving
same
Titans
side as
before
the
orcs get their
Imperial
grubby grin grippers on them.
men.
On the way there, they met a little servo skull belonging to Inquisitor Drogon. This dude never grew out of his emo face and was in desperate need of help from the Marines and a talented barber. After even more fighting, the Blueberry Bunch found Drogon and learned of a powerful power source that powered the Manufactorum. Drogon informed them how urgent it was that the orcs did not get access to this. The power source is notable because it has an extreme output given its small size, proving size truly doesn't matter. The device was able to achieve these crazy-ass outputs because it channeled energy from the warp. So then Titus went to the Manufactorum's generator to retrieve the power source. It was here where he met Grimskull for the second time. And, just like how your brother decides he wants something only because you want it, Grimskull declared himself a material girl as he now wanted that power source, aka that sparkly thing, for himself. Then, again, much like you and your brother fighting over a shiny new toy, Grimskull ended up collapsing the entire generator room in his efforts to get the cool sparkly thing. The collapse separated Captain Titty from his boys, but he successfully secured the power source. Topside, things got even more dire for the Imperials as their void blockade was broken by the Orc forces, and even more greenskins dropped planetside. Upon reuniting with the Inquisitor, Drogon explained how Titus should not have been able to handle the unshielded power source since it emanates wacko levels of warp energy, and should theoretically kill anyone who handles it. Psst, this is something called foreshadowing. The Inquisitor also finally revealed his super-secret research project to the Space Marines as the Warp Scourge was Graia's only shot at repelling the ever-increasing Orc forces. So once again, they set off to the next level, I mean building, so that they could connect the power source to the Scourge and eliminate the Orc menace. Yes, I have a
Is this one
massive weapon
three-player
that
as
will
well?
blow the Orcs' minds. Yes, the Orcs love weapons. I'm sure they'll be quite impressed with such a thing. No, I mean literally blow their minds. Oh. Does the Codex Astartes support this action? The Ultra Bessies fought their way to Drogon's lab and inserted the power source into the weapons generator. But the Orcs had damaged some of the conduits, and the Marines needed to realign them for some more epic gameplay. Once realigned, the Psychic Scourge began to power up and it fired towards Graia's orbital spire. As the Scourge's beam hit the spire, Grimskull arrived in his ship. He began to attack the Marines when the shockwave from the blast hit and knocked everyone to the ground. To Titus's dismay, the Orcs' minds were in fact not blown, and they were just a bit dazed. Then, as Team Titus prepared to face Gang Grimskull, a chaos portal suddenly opened and a host of bloodletters swarmed out, killed the orcs.
A host of what? This shit's from the fantasy universe. Don't get me started on the fantasy universe.
And pushed Grimskull off a ledge. From the portal emerged Chaos Lord Nemeroth, and he was met with Inquisitor Drogon. It was then revealed that the Blue Bessies were tricked, bamboozled, and some would even say hoodwinked. They learned that Nemeroth sent a demon to possess the wounded Inquisitor, and with the help of the unwitting Space Marines, Puppet Drogon recalibrated the psychic...
I mean, just fucking have no idea now. It made sense, almost, up until this point.
Scourge. Instead of killing
Now
all the
there's
orcs as
demons.
promised, the Scourge was set to channel warp energies into opening a chaos portal via the orbital spire. There was a dude inside of you? Never trust the Inquisition. Nemeroth does a classic villain monologue.
Recorded on a different day.
Telling Team Titus how they're a bunch of dumb stupid heads and they played right into my plan. He attempts to kill the captain and he remarks how Titus is resistant to his touch. No worries, Nemeroth. I too have found that Titus are resistant to my touch. But then, suddenly, Grimskull climbs back up from the abyss and he attacks the Chaos Lord. After a little tussle with the muscle, Grimskull and Nemeroth pull Acadia, and they fall off a cliff. And it should be noted that Grimskull fell down the same exact cliff he just climbed up. Like, just imagine you're Grimskull. You go to fight some Beaky, then some weird purple blast knocks you over. No big deal. Didn't even hurt. Just a little fall. You get up to kill him once more. Then some random-ass portal opens. Some demons kill your buddies. They jump you. They push you off like a 300-foot cliff or something. I don't know. But, okay, whatever. You're the toughest. You're the baddest. You King Kong climb up the cliff like a freaking champion to get your sparkly thing. You finally get up there. Some nerd is talking to your Marine. He's about to steal your kill. So you punch him in the face, and then, just your luck, after a little scuffle, you fall down the same exact cliff. It was not his day. So then, after a little altercation...
But hang on. Now, I know I'm going to open a can of worms with this. I thought... And I'm sure this is not how it works, but I thought that if the orcs believe something, it just comes true. Is that this? Where they literally are just so stupid in a way that they maniacally truly believe stuff that it can just manifest. It becomes real. So why don't they just imagine they can fly? They have to genuinely believe it or something. What's the law? What's the rules? What's the... They believe painting cars red makes it faster, and it does. So they're kind of like Mad Max. No one will explain it correctly. I know. I know what I'm doing at this point with this bullshit. I've interacted with people who like 40k before, and I know the danger. I know that every question I ask is a can of worms. Every single one. And we start literally the beginning of this video is the most amazing piece of proof that I ever needed. They believe their guns work, so they work even if they shouldn't. So if one of them just believes he can't die, he will never die. Right? Doesn't the Emperor do something like that as well? Here's what I know about the Emperor. The Emperor is like holding back the world. Something's trying to break through. And they've strapped the Emperor into a chair. And he has the power of God. That's why he's a God Emperor. He has an elite set of Space Marines who are more powerful and more super serumed than the other Space Marines. And they're called... Don't tell me. Fuck. I know what they're called. They're called something like the Astartes, the Paul Atreides. Remind me what they're called. He has those. But he can just zap people from a million miles away, no? Doesn't he just have like unbelievable power? This guy made a video on this exact thing. It's the only reason I know anything. A lot of them need to be able to believe, right? It's a misconception they can just dream things up. There's levels to it. The stronger the magic gets, the shamans can channel it. Oh god, there's shamans. Emperor is a psychic lighthouse. The orcs need enough of them to believe in it. Yeah, okay. He's Primarchs. Is that what they're called? Let's go down to Primarch.
The Marines regroup and reclaim the power source. Team Titus decides that the only way to ward off the chaos invasion that they caused and prevent the warp portal from growing catastrophically large was to use the power source to supercharge the Titan Invictus in order to Jenga the Spire and collapse the growing warp portal. They reunited with Lieutenant Mira, and the Cadians and Marines made their way towards Invictus, but they got surrounded on all sides by orc and demon
Primarchs
forces,
are his sons.
so the Cadians were forced to fall back to
What are the
Faction
Super
Primus
Space Marines
in order
called?
to regroup. Once again separated from his crew, Titus made his way to the Manufactorum. On the way there, he was ambushed by Boss Grimskull and they had an epic boss fight. Unfortunately for the little green guy, things began to look grim for the war boss as Titus shot him in the skull. R.I.P. Grimskull. You were the realest one there ever was, and you always put a grin on my skull. Does that make sense? I don't know, whatever, orc logic. With Grimskull dead, though, the orc forces lost coherency and were unable to make any coordinated attacks. With the greenskins crippled, Lieutenant Mira was able to retake the area. As always, the Marines fought their way through the hordes of enemies, got to the Manufactorum, activated the super weapon, etc., etc. You know the drill by now. With the power source supercharging the Titans' volcano cannon, it was able to destroy the Spire in a single blast and close the warp gate, stranding Nemeroth and his Chaos forces on Graia. Soon after the portal was severed, the rest of the Imperial Liberation Fleet made its way to Graia and deployed reinforcements. The Blood Ravens, Black Templars, Ultramarines, and Guardsmen led a massive counter-assault on the remaining Chaos holdout in the Spire. Titus wanted to go a bit nuts on the Chaos forces, so he gave Sidonis the power source to bring back to the chapter. However, Sidonis didn't get too far before Nemeroth came through a portal, murdered the sergeant,
Who the fuck is
and took the
Nemeroth?
power source for him.
Why does he look like a Space Marine as well?
Himself.
But why is he bigger?
No, it should have been Leandros. Ah! With the power source, Nemeroth could ascend to demonhood and would be near unstoppable to the Imperial forces on Graia. After some monologuing, Nemeroth revealed that Titus is special in the way that he can resist Nemeroth's chaotic powers. And here I want to go on a little side tangent. Here's my little theory. A lot of people say that Titus is a blink and that's why he's able to resist chaos. However, I think it would make a lot more sense and be a lot more interesting if he was a latent psyker. Why do I think this? Well, first, there are many things that go against Titus being a blink. Blinks are usually described as having no psychic presence. This means that they usually can't be affected at all by psychic powers and they can't be corrupted by chaos. This is directly contradicted by events in the game. On multiple occasions, Nemeroth and other psykers are able to hurt Titus or stop him with psychic powers. Additionally, Nemeroth also makes multiple attempts to corrupt Titus and make him join the forces of chaos. Leandros also worries about Titus getting corrupted, but he's kind of a stupid dickhead, so we could ignore that. So, now consider latent psyker angle. Not only would this be more interesting from a gameplay perspective, just like imagine if halfway through Space Marine 2 we could start using some low-level psyker abilities, but it's also more consistent with what the game presents. While it is true that psykers are usually more susceptible to chaos corruption, psychic energies can be nullified by psykers with strong enough willpower. We know that Titus is ultra
Imagine my
loyal
ears
and
started
has
bleeding.
super strong will, so that totally
My
fits.
nose starts
Even
bleeding.
if he is unknowing, it's plausible to say that he might be subconsciously doing this. Additionally, Nemeroth
The CD, I'm losing memories from when I was a child, you know, because it's overwriting memory that I don't have in my brain anymore. So much information already. There goes my 5th birthday.
directly says that Titus's resistance to him is likely due to particularly deep connections to the warp. This supports his hiker theory while also directly contradicting the blank theory.
Okay, I get it. I like the concept. What's this guy called and who is he again? Did someone answer me? The Final Fantasy 16 Amazon Prime X-Ray thing needs to be in every game, especially this one. I'll be quizzing you, yeah. Every explanation needs 2 more. Yeah, this is why it's impossible to get into 40k. It's so difficult to do. And you just never know where to fucking start. It's unbelievable. Especially if you're old and stupid like me. This was me learning Foundry the other week, yeah. I still haven't learned it, which is going to be very useful. He got very excited about this part. Just a big random Chaos Lord. Oh, he's just a Chaos Lord, okay. Okay.
Since blinks have no connection to warp whatsoever, and some would even say they have a negative.
Is Titus someone? other than in these games? Is he like the Driz Duerden of this fucking setting, or is he just invented for these games and that's it?
Connection. But
you know what else I know about Titus? And I don't know why I know this, but I do. He has those little studs in his head that mean that's how long he's served. And he's got like 5 of them, and each one is like 100 years. So he's like somehow like 500 years old or something. In this game he had 3, and in the new game he's got like 5. Is that right? Or in this game he had 2, and now he's got 5, or I don't know, something like that.
that's just a theory, a Space Marine game theory. Thanks for watching. Wait, actually, don't go. The game story is not over yet. So, with Sidona's death,
Couldn't
and
help
Nemeroth
himself,
ascending
Maya.
to
Yeah,
demonhood,
it's hilarious.
Titus set out to kill Nemeroth once and
Just
for all.
they can't stop
After a little
themselves.
Thunderhawk ride,
40K
Titus caught the
fans.
Chaos Lord as he was turning into a prince. No, not that one. A demon prince. Then, the absolute mad lad Titus fought the demon prince with just a chain sword, bolt pistol, and his can-do attitude. He charged the demon prince, sending both of
Recorded
them
on a
flying
different
off a
day.
cliff. Is this game Tekken or something? What is with it and its obsession with falling off cliffs? After beating the shit out of Nemeroth for like
Surely
5
these
minutes
guys
straight,
can
this
survive
lunatic
falling
Titus
off of
ripped
stuff.
the demon prince's head
Aren't they
off with his
superhuman?
bare hands, tears the power source apart, and probably breaks like half of his fused ribs when he lands in a Thunderhawk. In the Thunderhawk, Mira remarks how she now sees that Ultramarines are human after all. Which, second tangent, Mira, when exactly did it strike you that Titus was a human after all? Was it when he ripped a demon prince's head off with his bare hands? Or was it maybe when he pretty much single-handedly killed an entire army? Or maybe it was when he landed from like a mile-long fall with relatively minor injuries? When was it? And I know she means like seeing a demigod injured shows that they're still mortal, but Titus is an insane crazy man. Then, to spoil Titus's sweet victory, the Inquisition arrives with the Templars and fucking Leandros. Turns out that lame Andros tattled on Titus and believes him to be warp-tainted. Titus submits to the Inquisition in order to protect Mira and her forces, and it left us with a 13-year-long cliffhanger. Again with the damn cliffs. But luckily for us, Bolt Gun and community articles have filled in some of the gaps between Space Marine and its sequel. In between the two games, Titus was tested and tortured by Inquisitor Thrax. Even though every single test proved that Titus was clean as a whistle, the torture lasted nearly a century until the Inquisitor
Fuck that.
was killed for being chaos corrupted. After being freed, Titus was evaluated once again, and after being deemed loyal for like the millionth time, he served in the Death Watch. On an operation, he was mortally wounded, but luckily, Chief Librarian Tigerius of the Ultramarine chapter sensed Titus's soul, once again disproving the blank theory. The Librarian found Titus, rescued him, and made him into a Primaris Marine in order to save him from his injuries. Titus was finally reunited with his home chapter and given the rank of Second Lieutenant, just like his old guard bestie Mira. And with that, those were the events of the Space Marine game.
So he's just a different thing now? Bro, the most confusing fucking thing of all time. What I've learned is his name is Titus.
Thousand worlds are falling, brothers still stand strong. With armor like a mountain, I'm a force you can't deny. Through the fire and the warp, I'll rise into the sky. Steel in my veins, no fear in my eyes. Facing the dark as empires collide. Midnight Space Marine, war is the only dream I see. Out here in the endless night, I was born to win this fight. Midnight Space Marine, they gun, they shoot, they dig. For the ones who still believe, I'll never fall, I'll never leave. Big man Space Marine, fighting for more than just a dream. With the stars as my battleground, I'll rise again, I'll never back down.
But pretty much the extent of my knowledge went into that song, by the way. Big man space marine. Big gun, big shooting, big dick. I was like, what's this gun? What is this? What is this game going to be about? I have no idea. And I literally wrote in to ChatGPT, make me some lyrics for a song called Big Man Space Marine. And based the lyrics on the story from Space Marine. And then I changed a few of the lyrics. I wonder which ones. See if you can guess. Okay, here we go. We're going to get into it. We're going to play a little bit today. Again, I was going to stream tomorrow, but I don't think I can now, which is kind of annoying. But the plan here is to play. I'm going to play the single player game today until we're done. Then on Monday, we're doing the co-op, Monday and Tuesday with Leah and Maya. And then we'll do the rest of the single player. So whatever that means to you, I don't know what it means to me because I don't know anything about the game. I have everything set to ultra. It might crash. If the whole game crashes, just refresh and I'll come back and we'll carry on. And we'll change the settings. But I wanted to just see if we could play it on ultra. I have no idea if my computer can handle it or not. Let me just check how, if it's overheating yet. Or not. Big man space marine, big gun, big shooting, big dick. Oh, I don't know, here we go. New game. Subtitles. Display. Motion blur off. Easy mode. Hack through enemy hordes in a mode optimized for the best narrative experience. Write your name into the history of the Ultramarines chapter. Veteran. Walk the path of a true son of Macragge. Display your prowess, no matter what abominations try to destroy you in flesh or spirit. Angel of Death. Confront a trial worthy of Gilliman himself. You are only one mistake away from recording your name upon the pennant of the fallen. I mean, the most Space Marine thing you've ever seen. I'm playing it on normal. In the 41st millennium, humanity stands on the brink of annihilation. The galaxy-spanning Imperium of Man is beset on all sides by hostile aliens and threatened from within by traitors and heretics. It is an age of constant war, a new dark age in which enlightenment is replaced by superstition, rhetoric and blind prayer. To live in such times is to be one amongst untold billions existing in the cruelest and bloodiest regime imaginable. The most powerful and dreaded of the Imperium's defenders are the Space Marines, bioengineered superhuman warriors. They are humanity's last bastion against the Terror. There is no time for peace, no respite, no forgiveness. Big gun, big shooting, big dick. Big man Space Marine. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. War. Kadaku, the most Star Wars name. Stole it from Star Wars. Sector held, Imperial held Residious system. Testicles. Eyeballs. Yeah, we could have just read that text, huh? Now these are just normal Imperial guardsmen, yeah? Imperial boys. This I understand as well because I had to edit so much of it. This is how they get their orders, isn't it? I had to edit one of these things. If you go and watch our show on Table Story, the 40k show we did, I put so much effort into this because Sheepdog was like, it's a big deal that you get it right. And I was like, oh, fuck, okay, I'll try and get it right. So hard to do when you don't know the context or the lore. Threat. Xenos, Tyranids, early stage invasion. Now, I thought the plan was you have to blow up the planet, no? To stop them? Isn't that what they do? Cease any bombardment preparation. Project Aurora present. Aurora strategic value. Absolute. Urgent assistance required from nearby forces. Submit encrypted message. Submitted to Astropathic Relay. Hail the Omnisire. Hail the Machine God. What the fuck? Yes! Deathwatch Kill Team Primus. Objective, deploy viral incendiary bomb. I don't know what I'm looking at, but they just look so good, don't they? Look at him. He's got a fucking red hood on. The fucking mechs and ships and stuff are fucking good as well, aren't they? I do love the style of it all, for the most part. What the fuck am I looking at? Big man Space Marines. Little Red Riding Hood. Have them, son. Go on. God, they're in already. That's fucking horrific. They haven't even landed. Jesus. Yeah, they are the Zerg, aren't they? Oh, you're fucked. Did they send 3 of them? How many they got in there? 4? Oh, you're dead. They have rocket. They have jetpacks. Do I need to shut up? I'm actually... This is sick, by the way. Who are they? Deathwatch. What's the deal with Deathwatch? Oh, he's fine. We're playing as him. Jacko, outskirts of the orbital launcher facility. Oh, let's fucking go, dude. And the game's working fine. The stream's running. Oh my god, we can play it on Ultra.
Repeat. Kill team leader to squad. Confirm Vox contact.
So...
We have crashed. It's from your position.
Oh, it's running.
Do you have the virus bomb?
Look at this.
Damn it.
One of the main reasons I wanted to play this game is just I love how it looks. It's fucking beautiful. Look at this fucking thing. I mean, look at this guy. Dude, look at... Whatever it is, it appeals to the 14-year-old boy that lives within all of us. Now, for some people, they never grow out of it. Orcish. Oh, fuck. Sorry. My apologies. And some people, you know. But there is something about just the way these fucking guys... They have combo fucking things. There's just something about how a Space Marine looks, I feel like, that you can't deny. But this guy, what am I looking at? I don't know if I'm on a timer here, but look at him. He's got bones in a fucking thing on his hip. Whose bones are those? Why does he get to wear... He's made himself a little red hood. They just put skulls on their armor. I don't know what the backpack does, but I love it. Is it just cool? Is that his cooling system and shit? Because he's in there. He's got a little fucking Predator camera on his shoulder. They got a fucking chain. That's just a sword, right? Does it turn into a gun blade or something? He's wearing a fucking cape. He's got a little fucking sticky bomb from Naruto on him. They look sick, man. I love how they look. I love how a lot of the stuff looks in 40k. But even look at this environment. I know that you guys want me to progress the game, but this is straight up what I wanted to play it like, and I'm so sorry. But it's kind of... I mean, look at this. This is dope, man. I wish I knew anything about it, because probably there's people that play this and I'm like, oh my god, are those Guathu mushrooms? That's fucking crazy. They put guar through mushrooms in the first part of the game. I've got no idea what any of it means, but it's fucking dope. So Death Watch is the Night's Watch. Oh, okay. They're the first responders to bullshit.
Lost contact with brother.
A Tyranid hive fleet has invaded the planet of Kadaku, placing an alpha level project.
Orbital launcher facility. Well secured.
Hellstross!
At risk.
Alpha! I'm moving to the crash site. Do you
Look at 'em
read?
moving around.
Any sign of the commander?
Alright, here we go. Whoa.
Negative.
Look at them.
No contact
Oh,
since
damn.
the
Look how
crash.
many there are.
I'm here, damn it!
Hellstross, you have command. What are your orders?
Dude, that looks sick.
Proceed as planned. Launch the virus bomb into the stratosphere. Detonate it. And watch the Tyranids die.
Do you think we can just stand here forever, or do you think the game will end?
Transmitter must be broken.
Uh-oh. Do they just fly through space, or do they have their own ships, the Tyranids? Or are they in like some sort of weird hive mother? Or do they just exist like this? Dude, look how many there are. This looks fucking dope as shit. How much of an erection did 40k fans have over this game? Actually, I've seen a lot of them complaining about it, but I feel like they're complaining about like woke shit or something. Like there's a woman in the game apparently, which is a absolute heresy. They are the ships. Dude, this environment is fucking cool as shit. I haven't even done anything. I've walked 5 steps. It looks so nice though, doesn't it? I mean, look at this shit, dude. Is there a photo mode? It's beautiful. Oh no, these are, I'm gonna have to fight these ones.
The area will be crawling with them.
Hormigans? Ew, all this blood. So how do they collect organic matter and turn it into more Tyranids then? They just kill everything and then something else comes in later? Apparently you have to burn the dead ones too, right? Because they can turn dead ones into new ones. Alright, here we go. Light attack. Fucking hell. Okay, I already like the weight of that. That's armor. Damage depletes armor. Armor regenerates after a small delay. Recently lost health can be restored by dealing damage. The white line indicates the maximum regeneration amount. Okay. I just need to mess with the sound real quick because I've got it turned down. Most of the complaints have been about technical stuff. Level designer had a field day making half this game. I bet some of it is so like, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know if this is just like, oh, we made a building, or if people are like, this is a unit that you can get in the game. It's called a W784 atomizer. You know what I mean? It's the only thing that I'm not sure about with this. If there's anything like really interesting, like an Easter egg or like something really stand out or unique that I run straight past, you can tell me to run back and look at it if you want, but don't do it with every little thing because it will do my nut in if you just keep constantly. But I am curious because I bet there's lots of stuff like that in the game that I wouldn't even recognize because I don't know anything about it.
Where is that damn virus bomb?
Heavy attacks. Hold that to finish a chain sword combo with a heavy attack. The longer the combo, the more powerful the attack. Use heavy attacks against large groups of enemies.
I'm up to my elbows in these wretched bonds. Any word from Brother Darius?
Oh god, there's fucking loads of them. Holy shit.
Nothing. It is left to us to share the glory now, Killstros.
Hold on, brothers.
The weight of it feels nice. Oh, there is a parry. C? Oh, Jesus. Common attacks can be parried with a blue indicator. Perfectly timed parries will instantly kill smaller enemies and stagger large. How important is parry? Fuck me. Should put it on a button. Quite. Alright, we're changing it immediately. I'm not putting it on C. It's impossible. Mouse button 5. Is there grenades in this game? Got him. What's the difference between the blue parry and just the basic attack parry? I know it probably just told me, but what is this? It's your mother's butthole. Oh, Jesus. More coming. There are.
Now they send larger meat to stop me.
Who's that? Big boy? Come on in. Come on in. Don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? Press space to dodge attacks marked with a red indicator. These can be parried. You can lock on with X. Oh, these are... space. Oh, fuck me. I am God now. I want to look at it. They have hooves? Ew. They look very Xeno, don't they? Oh, the trypophobia on that thing on his back that activated. Oh look, the tanks. Imperial basic tanks. F is not photo mode. Guys, you can release the track with money. Where is it? Yes, it's still up. Release the track. You guys can have the track for the low, low price of $400. Special deal, $100 off today. $100 off today. $100 seemingly already paid. I will release the track if you want it in the Discord for just $400. It's a banger. That one really is a banger, and I put effort into that one. Big Man Space Marine. It has a solo in the full version.
Darius.
What's happened here? Someone else has done this?
I will repay them tenfold.
Where is he? Oh no. Not Darius. He isn't wearing black and white. Wait, Deathwatch is black and green? He has a green pauldron. But he doesn't have skulls on him. Is this one of the boys that jumped out? Oh, it is. He's got the skull on the front. Bolt pistol.
This bolter will roar in your name, Darius. I swear on it.
Middle mouse button is aim.
Big man track for me.
Yes. He wants the track to be released. Big Man Space Marine. Oh god, it's still alive. I'm gonna have to get used to not aiming with right click. Right click is this. Aim is middle mouse button. I want to look at the stuff.
Have you secured the virus bomb?
So like this I've seen a million times. What's this called? Just like an Imperial Guard basic tank.
Failed to launch that bomb. There will be nothing to stop the Tyranids. I am almost at the crash site.
I wonder, can you get all this stuff? How many people have been playing this and they're just like, this is how we want to play the actual Warhammer game? Imperial 40k Imperial basic tank model. Is that it? No. Maybe? Yeah, it is. It's fucking close. Is that what it is? So they just got them exactly, like, I'm looking at, like, this little circle here. Is there. I was curious about how close they get to it. Like, how much effort they put in. Because it feels like a lot, but I don't know. How much is one of these? How much does this cost? On heresiebrush.com. Oh, this is just someone teaching you how to paint it. How much does it cost? Shopping. It's £100. Oh, £50. £50, £25. That's not too bad, really. I mean, I know it's an expensive hobby. There's one for £42. That's it. That's fucking cool, man. That's it's real close for a fucking busted up tank in the fucking background. If you don't think I'm going to be painting these 25 minutes after the stream ends today, I've spent all that money that I need to save up for tax. That £700 tax bill that came in this week that went on the credit card is never coming off the credit card. Guys, donation goal. We will release the track. Guys, I just want you guys to know something. The money will be going towards a good cause and not towards a basic Imperial tank that I want to paint. A basic Imperial paint stream. That's cool, man. Look at this shit. I've always loved how they look. I think everyone can agree that it looks like the best. You just, if you're gonna paint this shit, like, what's the point? Okay, that's how strong they are. We now know. Old Stevie Rogers over here. Okay. Didn't expect that to break. What's in there? Another busted up tank? No. It's dope, dude. I'm enjoying the environment. Ammo replenish. This is cool as shit. Oh, dude, Warhammer fans must be... They fed so well on this, surely. Actually, I bet they didn't. I bet every single one of them just complained. Well, actually, technically, the Imperium tank is supposed to be about 45 inches taller than it was in the game. Actually, the Imperial homeworlds didn't actually have gates that split into 3 sections. They actually split into 2. So technically, they got it wrong. You're just like, okay, don't enjoy the fucking greatest looking fucking game ever then. How many of them were like that? It's so hard to tell. These fandoms, some of them are just so unbelievable. You literally, the Star Wars fandom are exactly the same. Forgot what the parry button was. Big man, Space Marine.
100% not tank money.
You want it? You want to release the track? Actually, there's Rex Roll Chimeras and you were wrong and you should feel bad. Weaken the enemy. Hold that button to knock back small enemies and mark them for a gun strike. Then press that button to perform a gun strike. A gun strike instantly kills small enemies and deals significant damage to larger ones. Okay. I don't understand how to do it. How do I mark? Hold, I'm not holding. But hold it when? Aha! Right. I have to do it as part of my attack, or when they're attacking me. Need more enemies to kill. Oh my god, there can be so many. Fuck. I'll never do that move again. Okay, I don't have to aim, thank God. Thank you, Newt. Oh, damn. 50 bucks, Newt? Don't be silly. Don't be silly for the meme. Do not be silly for the meme, Newt. Ridiculous amount of money. $5 only. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. New Erg as well. Thank you very much. 100% not tank money. So I am at some point. Can I shoot that? Yes. Oh, why is it purple? I am at 100% at some point. I'm probably gonna. I can't afford to buy anything at the moment, so I probably will do. I'm gonna straight up crowdfund some painting streams. I want to buy some minis. I want to buy and I want to make some environments. I'm predominantly going to do it to run a D&D game IRL. Here's another one. Look. Here's another one, and this one's intact. You can actually see how it looks. I mean, this is just a Tomahawk missile launcher. What are these things everywhere? They just launch these into the ground and they crack open and all the little fucking creatures come out? Are they just landing pods? Drop pods? Yeah. Dude, look how grimy it is. I love it so much. The rust and everything. I'm such a fan of rusty, grimy fucking sci-fi. Look how sick that ship looks as well. Look how sick the Space Marine looks. I now love the Death Watch, but I don't know anything about them. Where's that Death Watch TikTok when I need it? I got paid. Take my Critical Role money. What does that mean, Critical Role money? But yeah, at some point I'm gonna do. So what I want to do is set up on the second channel a camera that I'm just gonna bring around here. I'm gonna buy a table, 2 chairs. Already I can't afford it. You know what I mean? And just some basic equipment. And some basic paints, and we're going to try and me and Liam are going to make some terrain, and we're going to get some stuff. And I think for when maybe when Liam's not about, or when I don't really want to be creative, I want to just paint some minis. I'd actually like to paint some Space Marine stuff or some 40k stuff. I'm going to open up a PO box because people said that they have just like spares and shit that they want to send. But I think I might buy a couple of towel things. Why are you all giving me the project I'm working on is for them? Oh, really? That's fucking cool. I mean, of course you are. You've been slowly climbing up that ladder for a long time, and absolutely deserve to work with the ultimate D&D crew. That's very fucking cool. Yeah, I'm excited for you. This is as excited as I can feel. And basically I was just going to do some painting streams, and at some point we'll do music and painting streams where I'll just chuck on some music and paint some stuff. But I think I'd like to paint some sci-fi stuff as well, and not just all D&D stuff. Even though the D&D stuff I'll actually get use out of. Like, there's no way I'm ever going to play 40k. But I would like to paint some of that stuff. And if I'm going to paint anything, it's going to be the towel. Fuck it, here we go.
Alpha! Baron! You have honored the Imperium with your devotion.
Really got to get used to the different buttons here. Oh, baby. Who's next? Fucking dare to spit at me, you little shit. The dismemberment. I'd love to buy one of these big ships and fucking just paint it and put it on the side. You know? 4 days away from a deadline and barely alive. Oh, dude, yeah. I can't wait to see it, whatever it is. We've got a brother. Is he alive? No. He's dead. He died protecting the juice. Lime drink. Do not worry, my brother.
Alpha! Countess, if you can hear me, I have the virus bomb. Headed to the orbital launcher.
This is me speaking.
Is that as hard as your bite, Xenos? Come on!
I will get the lime drink where it needs to go, my brother. Do not fear. he doing? Why? How does he know how to do that? No! You bastard. You will pay for this. Oh, you're done already, you bitch. Absolutely annihilated, you absolute. See, oh god, there's another one. The chainsaw is beautiful, isn't it? Can't remember what the fucking lock-on button was. Fuck. This one's doing me in because I can't remember the controls. It's gotta be a third, is there? Oh, okay. This is dope as shit. I know you're just supposed to run through this level, but I can't help but stop and admire everything. I kind of wish the controls were the other way around. Like left click was slice and right click was whatever the other thing was. Fucking hell. Get absolutely shit all over. You pussy. What's shooting at me? You? I just wanted to take a look over here. I'm so sorry. I know that a lot of you are probably like, keep going. We need you to complete the level. Nothing has even happened yet. Why does he keep stopping and looking at everything? I know. I'd be the same way if I was watching, but I just find it really interesting. Games like this that look this good. Because I know that a lot of you are like, you can look at the environment on your 5th gameplay playthrough, and I probably will never play it again. So I'm going to watch it. You know, this is it for me. I have to take it all in once. I am the big man space marine. I just think it looks wicked. I'm like so impressed by the environments on this game. There's 2 games in a row that I've enjoyed the environments in. It's kind of smashes Star Wars there, doesn't it? Although this game is 1 hour long, so, you know. Swings and roundabouts, I guess. We're going into the fire. Are we flame-proof in this fucking armor or what? Surely we are. Are we the baddies? I mean, we have skulls on everything. Or is it an intimidation tactic? The fuck is that?
You have served your emperor well, brother.
He's red. Wait, hang on. What's going on with the Death Watch? Explain this to me.
Log. To any Imperial unit that recovers this log.
He has a red arm. The other one has a green arm. I just don't even have anything.
Dead, slain by Tyranids. I have the virus bomb. Moving to the orbital launcher. We'll fire into stratosphere where it will disperse over Tyranid positions.
He was from the Blood Angels, so it's because they're in the Night's Watch. They get put into this from some other faction, but they retain the old faction's personality or, you know, individuality. Okay. And why do you get put into the Night's Watch? Same reason as in Game of Thrones. You did some bad stuff. Oh, Jesus. Fuck, I can't aim this thing for shit. Uh-oh. Kind of have to tell which ones are like background Tyranids and which ones are like actual things to shoot. They're coming to get me. Sometimes I think they're just like running along in the background and they're just like the ones that are flying around in the sky, and then they come and get you, start tearing at your nads. Look at this. Such a cool fucking level. It looks beautiful. Games are great now. Remember playing fucking Tomb Raider 1? And being like so blown away by how great it was. Oh fuck me. Fucked it again. Just do the same thing. No.
Continue on. The virus is our one chance to delay the Tyranid invasion.
Let's watch is sort of like a penitent chapter drawn from the other chapters. And they keep one pauldron, yeah. I like that.
The virus must be
I like that in
launched
Game of
into the
Thrones. I like it
stratosphere.
in this.
Nothing else matters.
And nothing else matters. Suppose there was nothing in there at all. The blood on the cape. Oh, is that additional blood? I thought it was just red because he's wearing a cape. So, are we? Is the point of his pauldron being covered that he's just supposed to be like generic? Or is it going to be revealed and it's like a big deal? Or the fact that he's wearing a red hood and red cape, does that tell you what chapter he's from? Or is he just generic so you're not from any chapter so that you can just be for the game's sake, you know? General Space Marine man. Big man Space Marine. He's keeping it a secret. That was dope, by the way. Oh, fuck me. There's absolutely loads of them. Get shit all over. Are you the best they've got? Don't you know who I am? I'm the big man Space Marine. Big gun, big shooting, big dick. Big gun, big shooting, big dick. Wish I could do a Donald Trump impression. That was fucking cool, huh? Look, this is what landed. We feast well to the demos. It's all broken and shit. That's the fucking Final Fantasy VII tower. Look at that. Machine spirit.
Open the gates.
Shift chronometer reset. You're registered as on duty.
That's what they call AI.
Carry out the Omniscience work according to the divine synchronicity.
Oh, fucking hell. That's not aim. This is headshots. I'm actually not finished looking around and I'm so sorry. Just curious, man. Oh, I saw this for sale somewhere just a minute ago when I was Googling. The red and white, the British, the English flag. God save our gracious King. I don't know all the words, 'cause I don't believe in nationality or in our monarchy. I think they're thieves. How dare you? How dare you stand in front of me? I'm wearing a fucking cape. What are we doing? Launching this shit? Oh, it's the virus. This virus works on the Tyranids. Why don't we just launch one at the main hive? Be done with it. Mechanicus. Oh yeah, I've read some stuff about that. Mechanicus stuff.
Transmitting override authorization. Set course for stratospheric detonation.
The rite of safeguard must be performed. Seek an authorized Magos at the command console.
The fuck is a Magos? And what are the Necrons? Just undeads? They just wanted an undead faction. I'm in on. I'm just gonna fucking suck me in. Can never escape. There are grenades. How does one throw a grenade? G.
Machine Spirit, where is the command console?
On the observation platform above. The Magos on duty does not respond.
I'm putting it on the other mouse button while I can. You're in it now.
Summon the lift.
God damn it, I thought they could run faster than that. Christ. Christ, there's one behind me. You fuck off. Every one of you is spitting at me. God damn, you're annoying. The spitters are super annoying. Still alive, little fucker. God damn it, I don't know how to aim. Could have shot that. Replenish. But I've only got one grenade. Why can't I pick them up? I have to hold it. Necrons are the current army that I paint and play. Yeah, you got shit on the Tau. The faction I know the least about is the Tau. It's just the one that I like the look of the most. Just like their design. That's literally the only reason I like them. It's so funny because sometimes I say that to people who are into 40k and they're like, ew, what the fuck, bro? Hello, like I know anything about them, but they get pissed off about for lore reasons. And I'm like, I don't know
what is the status of the orbital launcher?
Hibernation.
I just like how they
Console
look.
inactive for 22 hours. This impiety to the Omniscire has been locked.
Activate launch systems.
Look
at this fucking thing, the thing from Final Fantasy VIII.
Doubtful.
I think my neighbours hate me yet. That's when good neighbours become good friends. A Hot Wheels ramp. It feels like I'm about to have a big fight here. Doesn't it?
Mutations complete. Awakening systems from
What have we done? Started the roller coaster?
capacitors initialized. Personnel may begin
What is this?
charging.
The fucking Large Hadron Collider?
Drone, can you not hasten the damn process?
Seismic disruptions have
Attention.
occurred. Launch trajectory may
Oh, fuck me. There's absolutely tons of them coming. I think we can shoot them. Oh my god, they're real. Dude. Get them before they get in. Throw the grenade. Do they kill it? They're not background creatures. Kill them all. Quick. Where are they coming? Are they actually coming in to fight me? Holy shit. Oh my god. Fuck. More grenades. Quick. Give me more grenades. Shit, they're in. Fuck, dude, that's fucking cool. Because that's the whole thing, right? They're like endless or whatever. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Christ. Dude, that's cool as fuck, dude. No! Get up! Oh, God, I keep getting space. Dodge. Should have played on a controller. Ah, fuck. Get out of there, Space Marine! Run! Oh, you can't run. There's no running. Full parry. Can do nothing but parry. Wait. Launch the bomb. Fuck. Launch the bomb. Jesus. Good, they're not coming for me anymore. The cutscene deleted them. Dude, that was cool as shit. Like the little background Tyranids.
It is done.
A killable. That's nice. That's a nice little nod because they're just meant to be endless, right? Here they come. Yeah, boy. Keep fighting. What about the chainsaw? Has it run out? Run out of battery? Uh-oh. He's gonna die, isn't he? Oh, it's over. Oh no, he's not gonna die. This is why you lot were screaming spoilers. It's him, isn't it? I've just realised. I wouldn't have got it. This reveal I wouldn't have guessed 3 seconds earlier if you hadn't ruined it by writing the word spoilers in the chat. Luckily I didn't figure it out because I was too enamored by the background.
I will take you all with me.
Fucking hell, there's so many of them.
I will not rest until you lie dead at my feet.
I really do have to figure out which controls are which. I'll get good at it at the final boss. That's the annoying thing about games that are like this, sure.
Even if I am slain, I will leave you with wounds by which you will remember.
Thought you were better at context clues. No, don't even tell me it's a spoiler. It doesn't matter, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna know anything about this anyway, then. Oh fuck me, what the fuck is that? Big enemy, giant enemy crab. Ugh. Fuck. Oh, you have to go sideways, you can't go back. Is it supposed to happen or did I fail? Some sort of orbital thing? Oh no, it's a guy. Called the Carnifex. Dude, that was sick, dude. This game is dope as shit, what the fuck? I'm guessing, yeah, you're just meant to fail there, right? I noticed that I didn't have a health bar. Which usually, you know, means what it means. That was fucking cool. That's a cool little intro to the game. I bet all you fucking hardcore 40k nerds, Loggish was absolutely fully erect during that when he pulled off his helmet. Battle Barge Resilient. His whole head got cut off? What the fuck is this scar on his neck? What the fuck is that?
Praise the Emperor.
Chaplain? Who the fuck is Chaplain? Why is he so fucked up? So they cut him up and rebuild them?
Survived only through the Rubicon surgery. We remade you. You are a Primaris now.
The fuck is that?
Why? Lord Calgar issued the command himself. Is he here? Gone. Summoned by the Primarch. I must get back to the Watch Fortress. You have been reassigned. My place is with the Death Watch. The Inquisition can find no stain on you, Titus. Accused of heresy. You have served penance in the Death Watch for almost a century. And not once have you faltered. But you will never know redemption until you have faced the judgment of your brothers. Prove yourself to us and know true absolution.
So you got promoted?
What is your life?
My honor is my life.
What is your fate?
My duty is my fate.
It sounds like fucking Rollo from Vikings.
What is your fear?
Is that him?
My fear is to fail.
What is your reward?
My salvation is my reward.
That's him, isn't it? It is him? What's his name? I'm watching Vikings at the moment.
My craft is death.
I heard it straight away.
What is your pledge?
My pledge is eternal service.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Big man, Space Marine. Beautiful. Spellwind intro, yeah.
The Rubicon surgery has remade you as a Primaris Marine.
Clive
You are now
Standen.
stronger,
The most British name you've ever heard.
and more resilient. You will take your place as an Ultramarine once more.
Alright, let's go. The Ultramarine is like the classic Space Marine,
But
isn't
your
it?
dishonorable status as a Black Shield has been redacted from the
I bet no one
archives.
plays
Should it
Ultramarines
be discovered,
because you're just the
there would
equivalent of a
be
normie if you do.
Questions. Lord Calgar has offered you a second chance. Do not taint it.
Okay, alright. What the fuck is going on here?
Secured the spaceport and handed over its
So what is a chaplain,
Venture
then, if not a rank?
cleaning up bits of town from weeks.
What the fuck is that? Is that a baby? What are you doing? They're a priest? Oh, right, because the gods are like a big deal, right? This is a doll, right? Not a real baby that they turned into a fucking cyborg. And gave wings. Also, give me wings. If you can make wings. They're dolls. Okay, good. Jesus. Because the gods are... Some of them are the same gods as the fantasy universe, right? Like fucking Nurgle or whatever. I don't know what he's called. Those fucking guys.
Brother, Lieutenant.
Look at you guys in your basic armor, you bitches. I'm a Primaris now.
Gather the rest of the squad on the flight deck. Yes, brother.
So who's this normal human being then? Just a bitch boy that works for us? So Ultramarines are super religious then? What's our religion? What is this religion that we're all a part of in this church? The chaplain is the one that's fucking doing surgery on me and shit. And promoting me. Oh, the Emperor is the religion. Okay. I just thought he was the Emperor. Look at you, bro. That gun on his arm. Is it a gun? What are these bones that I carry around with me? Are they like the bones of my wife or some shit? Straight up God Emperor like Dustvale? I don't think it's gonna be like Dustvale. Why are these ones in cages? What are these little fucking cherubs everywhere? What do they do? Mini Space Marine? Small man Space Marine. What is this place? This is sick, dude. Dude, 40k fans, how erect were you playing this, Loggish? Be honest with us. You appear to be the most hardcore fan in the chat right now. Fuck is that?
Sending Astarte support.
Is that a Scotsman? Have we still got Scotland? And the future? Earth is still real, right? Is that where the Emperor lives on Earth? No, let me look around. Oh, that's a Scottish man, look at that.
My lord. Lieutenant Titus reporting for duty.
That's Alistair McGregor. He's still alive.
Have Sergeant Gadriel report to the bridge. How are your wounds?
Good enough.
I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement.
How dare you?
There could be questions,
I
suspicions.
am Big Man Space Marine.
I cannot afford discord among the men. Not now. You're a lieutenant now. Will that be a problem?
No, Captain.
Very well. We're facing a Tyranid splinter.
Is he wearing
fleet.
that, or is that
They engaged
surgically
us
on the
two
side of his
planets.
fucking head?
Avarax, a hive world, and Kadaku, which you already know. We're abandoning the latter. It's mostly Adeptus Mechanicus research facilities.
What does that mean?
We're evacuating critical assets and personnel. These defense guns are keeping the skies clear for our ships. The Tyranids have taken note. Get down there and protect those guns.
Captain, you wish to see
Galadriel.
Sergeant, this is Lieutenant Titus. He'll be taking over command of your squad.
Sir,
I expect you on the ground within 30 minutes. Dismissed.
His armor is fucked. Love it. The handsomest Space Marine? Yeah,
Lieutenant,
fucking Chadriel.
forgive my hesitation. I am merely surprised by this development. As am I.
And Karen. Chadriel and
Gadriel,
Karen.
The Absolver is ready to depart.
Brother Chiron, this is Lieutenant Titus. He will be leading our squad.
Is that so? Well, I shall be glad to have a commander of such experience.
Is the rest of the squad ready?
Already assembled on the flight deck.
Good. We leave immediately.
No, we don't. I'm looking around. I'm sorry, I have to. Already the dopest shit. What's this? Oh, this is online. Oh, what the fuck? A battle barge map. This is for game modes. Well, fuck this. Don't need this right now. It's just gonna confuse me.
So small, little Jawa man.
Let me look out the window. Where are we? We're not in the Milky Way. We're just in some bullshit made-up place. Yeah, we must be. This is mental. Look at these ships, dude. Can you buy these? Surely not.
Telemetry data to our ground forces.
You guys follow me around.
Fleets are firing on the spores.
We are in the Milky Way. So, Earth and stuff are still about. What's this? What's going on here? Look at him with his little fucking bullshit on his face. I love that. Shield Maiden.
My lord, urgent requests for reinforcement.
Oh, the Eagles have got two heads. That's amazing, because the logo has, isn't it? This fucking shit here.
We will respond when able.
This is sick. Look at that. That alone. I love it. I love it. Mechanicus are the robo freaks.
Moved your devastator squad to support the anti-air emplacements. Sending coordinates now.
Earth is the imperial capital city. Holy Terra. Earth is called Terra now. Okay.
Get Colonel Fracas on Fox. My lord,
I am unable to establish a link. Charming.
Milky Way, but not Sol. Right.
Keep trying.
And Earth, is Earth where the fucking Emperor is? What about these boys? What am I looking at? One of them's gonna die, and they're gonna make me fall in love with one of them and kill him.
What is our assignment?
Acadians
Sharon
have
and
lost
Chadriel.
control of the orbital guns. We are to recapture them.
Lost them already.
The Tyranids are hurling spores of those guns in great waves. I'm impressed the Acadians held out this long.
Yes, okay, well, just ruined that.
Brothers Lirio, Altarius, and Elian make up the rest of our squad.
You mean yes to the Emperor being on Earth?
Past 2 days. Then there is much to learn.
I look forward to it.
Oh yeah, this I've definitely seen. These you can definitely buy and paint. Look at him. Look at this fucking level. Look at that. I don't even know what I'm looking at, and it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
What do you think you're doing?
Ordnance deployment. Path obstructed. Stand aside.
Those warheads are not properly secured. Do you know what will happen if one comes loose?
Path obstructed. Stand aside.
Drone.
Myself. Go and find
This
a
is the
tech
difference
booster to
between
tighten the
me
screws in that half-brain of
and
yours.
you, chat.
Seeking blessings of cogitation.
May God's Galileo on head of this.
The servitor, that's you. This is what you are compared to me. I'm the Emperor, God Emperor, and you're one of those little bitch boy servitors. Never forget it. They speak in fucking 56k dial-up. Oh my god.
Servitor, we detect an aberration in the resonant properties of engine manifold gamma 2.
Assemble the required tools and components for a rapid engine service. You have until this vessel returns from its current assignment.
Wait, come back.
I make preparations.
What the fuck? Hey.
Indeed.
That's hilarious. They speak in dial-up. They straight up got the fucking 56k dial-up sound. Which mini are you buying first? I think we're gonna have to paint some, Liam. There's no choice. I'm absolutely, completely in. Let me look at you. Now you are designed to just be beautiful, which means you're probably the one that's gonna die. Also, they can't really justify killing this guy first, can they? For no reason whatsoever. I want to buy Tau figures though. What's the cheapest Tau? Tau Fire Warriors. Is the cheapest Tau pack that you can get. I love the way they look. Their armor. Not necessarily them, but I love the way their armor looks. This is my shit. They look so fucking anime. The Tau tanks look, they're literally just battle droid shit. That is a battle droid from Star Wars. Liam is Eldar. Oh, those are the elves, right? Aren't they just elves? I feel like Liam would just paint ultramarines. Whatever the basic things are.
The effects of the virus bomb are so short-lived. The kill team we found on Kandako gave their lives to deploy.
Edit squad.
They bought us precious hours. Without them, this war would have gone.
What does that mean?
It was pleasing.
Oh, I can bring in other players.
They left their balls.
What is this? Yeah, this is Liam. Like Japanese elf samurai of the future. Drukari. What is the equivalent of the Lannisters? That's that's Liam. What are these? Women? Come on, Liam is not gonna mess with women. Hi Nero. Thank you for the resub, my friend. Kind of feel like I need to like stop the game here. I don't know how long these missions are going to be, but I feel like they're going to be long. Tau battle suit. Now everyone loves the Tau look. Remember when I was the only person in the world that liked Tau? Yeah, this is the most anime shit ever. This is what I want. This is all I want in life. Is it so much to ask for? Although I do like a... What are the pink... Nurgle Chaos Space Marines called? Tau Riptide. Although I have to keep hiding the screen because it keeps showing where I fucking live. Because it comes up with where you buy it first. Hell yeah, dude. Look at that. Plague Marines? No, they're green. Pink Space Marines. The Angels of Ecstasy. The Emperor's Children. That's it. There he is. Morty's the only real 40k fan in the chat room. You've been promoted, Morty. Hey, Morty, you've been promoted. You're the real fan. The rest of these fucking people are fake. Alright, hold on. Let me save the game. Is it auto-saved? Be a shame if it wasn't auto-saved and I had to redo that fucking amazing intro again, wouldn't it? Now, there is a TikTok channel. Arthur Bones. Now, this guy is who... He came up on my TikTok feed a couple times as well.
The salamanders are the friendliest legion of all of them. They are understanding.
This is who I got when I did the Which Space Marine Are You? The Navis Nobilite.
Prefer to save civilians whenever they can, and most importantly, they don't go for the oops all war crimes approach to doing warfare. They all have a similar mentality to their Primarch, whom is a bit of a big softy. This all being said, don't get it twisted. They are friends to their allies, but...
This is a Navis Nobilate. That is Liam right there. That's what he needs to play. You show up to a game of Space Marines for 40k, whatever the game is called. With that, you'll be the coolest guy in the room.
But to their enemies, oh my goodness, they are brutal. Burning people to death as a means to cleanse heresy and whatnot. Being from the planet of Nocturne, the sun's radiation has caused a mutation in their gene seed to cause their skin to turn completely coal black and give them bright red eyes. Which is a fun image to know that they are inherently one of the friendliest and most approachable sets of Marines, yet they look like something that came out of a nightmare. They are currently doing well, all things considered. Their Primarch is lost somewhere, though definitely not dead due to him being immortal and all that. So keep these guys in mind if you ever want to just talk to a chill dude at the end of a rough day at work.
Now this guy taught me all about I can't scroll down on web for some reason. Where are they? The Ultramarines?
The Ultramarines are the quintessential Space Marine, where each other legion is founded upon a more specialist mentality. The Ultramarines are generalists. They can shoot, they can scrap, but they can do one thing better than anyone else, and it's file their taxes quarterly to avoid overages and remain cash solvent. Yeah, they are the Boy Scouts of Space Marines, goody two-shoes who believe that following all the rules is the way to get ahead in life. But follow me on this, they may actually have a point. Their Primarch, Rabute Gilliman, is a strategic genius even in comparison to the rest of his brothers. But the thing he does better than anyone else is manage supply lines and understand logistics. This is a trait that most Ultramarine commanders have as well, because a war isn't won if people don't have food or weapons to fight with. Though, don't tell Perturabo that. I don't think he's figured it out just yet. Though, they are labeled as a bit of a basic legion, I think they get too much crap for what they do. And I think the Ultramarines are exemplars of what a Space Marine should be. Courage and
honor. No one
honor.
plays Ultramarines because you're not cool if you do. The Vikings.
The Space Wolves are werewolf Vikings. You
they're
can
werewolves
tell
as
almost
well.
everything you need to know by looking at just a single member of their legion. They are Vikings, they have wolf-like traits, and they like doing everything involved in those two concepts. They also like drinking, and fun fact, Space Marines can't get drunk, so being so committed to the bit, they brew a special ale that is so toxic it can get even a Space Marine drunk, and kill most other people. Jokes aside, they play the role of the executioner for the Imperium, calling off traitor Space Marines, and they do it well. Their Primarch exemplifies this by being the person you send to kill a Primarch, as he specializes in that. And also having so little chill, he can accidentally a bunch of war crimes to a peaceful society of nerds. Okay, mostly peaceful. Like Jagatai, Lehman left into some random portal to go fight whatever he can find until he's needed, leaving most people confused as he was kind of needed then and has been needed for the last couple thousand years.
He just left?
Whatever, I guess.
That's hilarious. The Blood Angels. No, that's not them. What are they called? The black and white ones? The Emperor's Children, they're there.
The Emperor's Children are kind of the worst legion overall.
This is what I'm going to play.
Born with a genetic abnormality that manifested as a blight, killing out the majority of the Legion, they were left as sort of an add-on for other legions while they attempted to get their numbers back up, specializing in being arrogant and swordsmanship, which would be pushed to greater heights once they discovered their Primarch. Fulgrim successfully made the Legion better by inspiring them to pursue artistic endeavors while also pursuing martial superiority.
Yes!
This was all good and wonderful back in the day, but eventually upon discovering an alien species known as the Lair, they ended up being slowly corrupted by the god of the Lair. And if you don't know anything about the god of the Lair, it's Slaanesh. Oh cool, how did that end up? Horrible.
And Slaanesh is from the fantasy one as well, right?
The children are a mockery of what they once stood for, and are a legion of no good, horrible monsters that are enslaved by the god Slaanesh for likely all eternity, though Fulgrim became a demon, so that's cool, I guess.
That's what I want to play, those guys. I don't see one on the other gang. We were looking at the Tau.
The Tau are an upstart race of Xenos. Being amongst the youngest races to achieve space flight in the setting, the Tau would often be underestimated. They have some of the most advanced technology to exist in 40k. Divided initially into 4 separate castes of Earth, Air, Fire, and Water, they were in the Stone Age until the 5th caste, the Ethereal, showed up and started to control and use each caste's strength to benefit the whole world, leading to extreme innovation, leaving them with stable plasma weapons and Gundam-style walker mech suits.
Hell yeah,
though
dude.
they still have trouble traveling through the universe due to them having no recorded psychers of any kind and weak, frail souls. And
What does that
because
mean?
of this, they cannot interface with the warp drive and enter the warp safely. The funnest fact about the Tau is that they are willing to incorporate other races into their society as long as they pull their weight, even humans, as long as they promise not to screw over Tau society in the long run. Though if you do defect to the Tau and change your mind, good luck going back to the Imperium. The Tau are an upstart race of Xenos.
Oh, here they are.
The Black Templars are 100% insane, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Formed from the most devout and radical members of the Imperial Fists following the Horus heresy, the Black Templars said no to almost every form of non-religious practice involving the Imperial cult and the formation of Space Marine chapters, and decided to reap a bloody toll across the universe in the name of the Emperor. They prefer melee as it's more honorable than shooting things like a ninny. They have weird and archaic chapter traditions, but that's the whole point. It makes them super unique, like how their chaplains have completely black armor and white iconography to represent that they are fully engrossed in the mentality of the chapter. Their current chapter master, Helbrecht, is insane. Their most famous character, aside from Sigismund, Grimaldus, is a war hero and also insane, and everything they do is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Holy Crusaders in black knight armor that never turn down any challenge no matter how ludicrous. Based. The Black Templars...
It's the only thing I ever painted. Me and my cousin, brother, when we were very young, bought some just to paint. We didn't know what it was. We just looked and were like, those look like cool space people. Let's buy some and buy some paints. And we painted some... New emote just dropped. We painted some, and I painted mine black and white without realizing I was making Black Templars. But... they're dope as shit, so clearly I'm just naturally gifted at picking the right things. Yeah, man, I really like the 40k lore, but there's just so much of it, and everyone who's into 40k is a prick. Change my mind. Huh? Change my mind. No, I don't give a shit, dude. I said it. Everyone's a fucking... it's just impossible. It's just impossible to get into it because everyone who... they're all cannibals. They just cannibalize themselves and their community, and everyone who's into it is an asshole about it. I did the Space Marine test. I got Blood Angels. The only one I didn't watch. But I do think it's cool as fuck. I've always been very intrigued by it, and every time I see stuff about it, I'm always like, wow, that's cool as shit. That's fucking dope as shit, dude. But there's just so much. Still, this game is fucking great. I really enjoyed that beginning. I know that I didn't get very far, but it's not that long, and who cares? I was very immersed in just sort of wandering around and looking at everything. We sort of did the prologue, really. We'll carry on playing it next week. I did want to play tomorrow, but I'm doing some stuff tomorrow. A bunch of stuff coming up on Table Story that you know, I've sort of been saying for a couple of weeks now, like how tired I am, and I've been working on all this extra stuff, and I've just been busy, as well as still not being fully recovered. I'm still on medicine, so I'm still a little bit like kind of woozy and crazy, and trying to figure some stuff out. But yeah, so I'm working on some things tomorrow. So instead, we're going to play D&D on Sunday. If you want to watch, we've been playing Twitch Plays D&D, where you can get involved and spin some wheels and get some you sort of collectively play as a character called Lyri, who is, you still haven't picked up your first quest yet, went straight into town and got in trouble with the town watch, is all we've really done. And so we're going to do that on Sunday, and on Monday we're going to carry on playing Space Marine 2, but we're going to do the co-op campaign thing with Maya and Leah, which from what I'm told is sort of 1 or 2 streams. So we'll probably do that Monday, Tuesday, and then we'll pick up the main campaign again on Wednesday. So we're going to carry on playing the main campaign on Wednesday. So it's kind of a bit of a jump around, right? We've done the prologue here, then we're going to jump into the others campaign, and then jump back to the main campaign as we go. So, you know, whatever. The main campaign can also be played in co-op. Oh, really? Well, it's too late. No one told me that yesterday when I asked 50,000 times how to approach the game. Everyone, not a single person said that. And here come 5 people getting angry with me because they did say it and I just didn't read it. Table story tonight. We have what is known as
The Last Chill Show.
If you want to watch that, that is on in 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours. Sleth, thank you for the money. And because that's enough money. That's enough money for today, I think. That'll be the end of it. 2 hours and 42 minutes. Tune in for the last Shield show. It's going to be a doozy. It's interesting. I think you'll enjoy it. Otherwise, I'll see you on Sunday for D&D or Monday for more Space Marine. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much to the tippers and the subbers. I'm going to go and get some dinner and relax for a little bit, and then it's Shield show o'clock. Thanks again for watching, everyone. I enjoyed this. I'm really looking forward to playing more of this. Damn. It's the Iron Chode throwing money at me for no reason whatsoever. Thank you, Chode. Appreciate you. And Twitch threw an extra one in as well. Alright, table story tonight, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Chode. Appreciate you. Good to see you. But I'm leaving now, so bye. I'll see you on the next one. See you later. Peace.